Are Newcastle Fans TV now in partnership with Manscaped? You bet your balls we are. The Premier League is in full swing, and it means it's time to throw on your black and white Newcastle shirt and make sure you don't take a nasty tackle below the waist. Our partners at Manscaped are here to save your boys from taking on a shot from distance off Matt Ritchie, which would sting. It would sting. So you can stay clean and take care of yourself where it matters most. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Manscaped has just launched in the UK and the EU. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job, but no fear. Manscaped is here with an absolute screamer to deliver the best tools for your below-the-waist grooming experience.
Lee, how has Manscaped helped your grooming?
Well, I used to use a lot of cheap razors, and put it this way, Sam, I was stinging for a few days because you've got cuts left, right, and centre, button down. Below. Ouch. Not anymore. Not with this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. And I can say it has improved my love life. So that was my experience of cutting myself left, right, and centre. Sam, please tell us more about Manscaped.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Look at that there. Battery life up to 90 minutes. But the Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Adjustable, clean, easy, simple to use, and no nicks, which is very important.
The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new improved Lawnmower waterproof cordless body trimmer, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use when we're done quarantining. The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with a crop preserver and a crop reviver. The crop preserver is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which ensures that your afternoon stroll doesn't end with your balls sticking to your leg. The Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts, which give your balls a boost.
Yes, please. Get 20% off with free shipping with the code NFTV at manscaped.com. You can be one of the first men in Europe to experience their life-changing products. Take advantage of this limited time offer for Manscaped's top-class lineup and try it for yourself. That's the discount code NFTV.
So Sam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. We've got our Manscaped products. Have you? Check the link in the description for free shipping and a whopping 20% off at manscaped.com. Yes, hello everybody. Welcome to the watch along. We're back. We're doing it all again in hope, please, that Newcastle can come away with something tonight. I will be joined by Adam in about 20-25 minutes to talk more in depth about the lineup. If you have just joined us, Martin Dubravka is in goal. That is the biggest to come out of tonight. We'll have a look at Wolves, of course, and we'll also reflect, as we always do in the first half hour of these watch-alongs, carrying on from the last game. So if you are watching this, thank you very much. Hit that like button. You're helping us out. That would be fantastic. Keep your comments coming as well. You'll see them appear on your screen. And we'll read some of them out. And as ever, thank you very much for watching. Right, okay, let's see who is joining us. Martin, smash that like button, lads and lasses. Thank you very much. Krath is playing. Really, you haven't really got anyone else unless you want to play Murphy or Hayden there, potentially. He has a funny one. He has a funny one from Jamie. We all know Middlesbrough are the best team in the Northeast. Jamie, I don't even class Middlesbrough in the Northeast. You're more closer to Yorkshire. That's my own personal preference. But, you know, if you want to say that a team in the Championship's the biggest club with one trophy in their history books, I'll leave that up to you. Evening, says Jordy Sancaster. How are you? I hope you are good as well. Must win. I totally agree. Especially, I don't know if you guys seen it earlier on, the carry on in the Brighton game. That's done us a huge favour. Because I don't know if you've seen that free kick debacle when Dunk takes the free kick and Lee Mason, I'll have to say, is a shocking referee. And by the way, we've got Mike Dean tonight. He's on the same kind of level right down there. They're both appalling referees. But Lee Mason, he blows the whistle. He doesn't give a goal. Then he gives a goal. And then VAR comes back and doesn't give the goal. So look, for Newcastle, it helps us out because it stops Brighton pulling this way. I wanted that result. I didn't want a draw. I didn't want West Brom to draw. I wanted West Brom, to win today and having help Newcastle out massively because it keeps Brighton just above when we can win tonight. It puts Brighton underneath. Even if we get a draw, it puts us level on points with Brighton. Yes, I know they've got a better goal difference, but it could be small margins come towards the end of the season. Right, let's have a look then. So this is your Newcastle United lineup. Then everyone, let us know what you think of it. Get your comments in. We're going to be talking a little bit about it in depth further on when Adam comes on. But as you can see, we've got Martin Dubravka is the big one. He is back for his first Premier League appearance. Of course, he has played in the FA Cup, but he is back because of Darlow's niggly little errors. Not huge errors, but it's a big call to bring Dubravka back. Obviously, Darlow is reported that he is unhappy about that decision, but this is football, I'm afraid. This is football. Emil Kraft will be right back. Jamal Lascelles and Kieran Clark will be with two centre-backs. Jamal Lewis will play at left-back. Isaac Hayden and, of course, John Joe Shelby's love child, Steve Bruce, plays in midfield. He is the love child, by the way. Joe Willock will have a license to try and get forward. And then you've got Miggy, who's in great form the last few games. Alan Saint-Maximin, for me, got to have a performance in him again tonight. A little bit, I'm not going to lie, disappointed to see Joelinton up top. I'm not that big fan. I prefer to see Gale up top tonight. Then Andy Carroll potentially later on. But all in all, looking at the bench, you've got Darlow, you've got Dummett, you've got Andy Carroll, Matt Ritchie, Dwight Gale, Jeff Hendrick, Ryan Fraser, Jacob Murphy, and Sean Longstaff. I would have liked to see Fraser, Almiron, and Saint-Maximin start because Bruce has said, well, I haven't had the chance to play all three together because of COVID. Ryan, well, he's been injured. Well, he's not playing any of them. He's not playing all three of them at once, so you can't use that excuse anymore. Bruce is like, he talks a lot of shite. But that's the Newcastle lineup. Let's have a look at our opposition. And this is the Wolves side. So Rui Patricio will play in goal. Standard back three. Roman Sayis, who's been converted into a defender now. Connor Cody, who's a fine defender. Den Donker, who actually grew up as a Newcastle fan, believe it or not. Semedo will be your right wing back. And then on the left, you've got Otto, who has come back in, a left wing back. Ruben Neves, João Matinho, great centre midfield pair in there. One youngster. Well, Neves is fairly young, isn't he? Matinho getting on, but he's still talented. Adome Traore. Now, that might be a false position because he did play on the left-hand side last game out. So they might swap over. Pedro Neto as a talent. And, of course, you've got William Jose up top. Again, we'll talk more about the lineups when we've got Adam coming in. Just quickly rattle through them subs that you've got John Ruddy. You've got Kai Yana Hoover, the former Liverpool youngster. I don't know if I've said that right. Rehan 8, you can tell my pronunciations with foreigners are not great. Fabio Silva, that's easy one for me. Morgan Gibbs-White, big things were expected of him. He's kind of gone off the boil the last 12 months. Vitinha, Maximilian Kilman, and you've got Owen Otasoi, if I've said that right. Some of them youngsters I don't know huge amounts, I'm not going to lie to you. Right, okay then. So that is your Newcastle United lineup. We're going to get a video from Dave all about Wolves very, very shortly. But what we'll do is we'll get Matt's reaction, remember, from the last game where we went down against Manchester United. Matt, take it away.
For the first 60 minutes of the game, we did well. We suffocated Man U. We didn't let Bruno Fernandes play the ball at all. We targeted their weaknesses and we were able to snuff out anything dangerous, particularly with Bruno Fernandes. They had a bit of joy down our right-hand side, their left-hand side. But in all, we played quite well. We put on a high press. We knew that their centre-backs weren't that comfortable in possession. Maguire's prone to a mistake. Lindelof's prone to a mistake. So when we were pressing them high, you could tell that that's something that we'd worked on tactically. Even set pieces, passing it short, moving the centre-backs around and getting it into the box. That's what resulted in the goal, and you could tell that we'd worked in that in training, which is a new thing for Newcastle United because it's usually just same old, hoof it, hope for the best. But yeah, we played really well for the first hour, and then it just went to pot after that. We just threw the towel in, decided that we were going to put 10 men behind the ball, let them run at us, and that's where it all went wrong. Looking forwards to the next 4 games, you got Wolves, Villa, West Brom, and then Brighton. 2 home, 2 away, and realistically you have to be picking up 6-7 points from that, if not more. 2 of the teams are direct relegation rivals. The two other teams aren't necessarily in the best form at the moment in time. Yes, they're good sides, but they're on a bad run of form, so we have to capitalise on that. Realistically, though, I can only see us beating one of those teams. I think we'll beat West Brom, but I think we'll lose the other 3. We might nick a draw here or there, but I'm being pessimistic because I really don't see us scoring without Wilson in the team. Yes, we've bagged a goal tonight, but realistically, I can't see us scoring without Wilson. So let us know in the comments how many points you think we'll get in the next 4 games. That's Wolves, West Brom, Villa and Brighton. And yeah, we'll see how many wins we get in that period.
So that was Matt's reaction after getting beat of Manchester United. Just reading some of your comments out. Ben has said, can't believe that we paid 40 million for Joelinton. Stop using them. Why is this stream being restreamed on NFTV or Extra on YouTube? Because, Jamie, we've got 2 YouTube channels. That's why. So we're just trying to push NFTV Extra a little bit more. That's all. Because it has a little bit of loads of other stuff on there, like Football Manager, Under 23s updates, Greenwood and Mulliner Show, non-league vlogs. Also, when we come back to games, Jody Tancaster, West Brom, crazy game. The so-called experts didn't know about the second penalty miss. As long as Gale plays in the centre, it's what I expected, although I prefer Dummett in the back 4 tonight. Yeah, I was championing that because Manchester United were using our wingers, going down our wings, and Dan James talks about that, which we'll get a clip of him in a moment, which is our weakness against Man United. And Gamer JB08 over on Twitch, because we are live also on Twitch as well tonight. If you're not following us, please do as well. And for fuck's sake, Joelinton's not a striker. Carol, says Ian Jardine. And our sister channel as well, says Martin Shelby. And that was a decent Bruce impression what I was doing a little bit earlier on as well. Right, I'll keep coming back to your comments, but I talked about, as I whack my microphone flying, we talked about our fullback struggling against Manchester United, and it was a key target that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer opted for. Listen to this carefully from Mr. James.
Yeah, very important. I think after Thursday we just wanted to capitalise on that. And I thought we did well today. We had a little bump after it went all, but we come out second half and regroup really and use the spaces down the side, and that's where we got the goals. Yeah, I'd say we had a little risky start. We obviously got the goal and then conceded a goal that is disappointing for us. But as I said, we regrouped half time. We knew where the spaces were, and that's where I got my goal today. Do you know what I mean? We worked from one side, worked to the other, and got that goal. Yeah, I think 2-1 was still a risky game, and the game got a little bit up and down, and Marcus obviously won that pen, and Bruno kind of secured the win for us. But from then on, we just had to keep the ball and play into our hands. So Manchester United targeting our fullbacks, and you look at Jamal Lewis and Emil Kraft. I mean, defensively, Jamal Lewis has obviously came up with Norwich. Him and Max Aaron's fantastic going forward, but defensively they've got to put a question mark around their heads. And they're up against tonight Adama Traore and Pedro Neto, who out wide you might say they're a couple of the best wingers in the league. So it's a tough ask. I think if we can keep them wingers quiet, I think Newcastle will do all right. But that's a huge if. It's a huge if, because how do you stop that powerhouse of Traore? He hasn't been. I don't think he's been as good he was last season, mind you. I think last season was his best season without a shadow of a doubt. A little bit unlucky with the one, these Thunder Cunt, which hit the bar and came back out to hit Meslier, the Leeds goalkeeper, and went down as an own goal. But he's a talent. Pedro Neto is a star for me. I think he will go on, no disrespect to Wolves. I think he'll play for a bigger side. A bit like how Yota jumped to Liverpool. I could see Neto, you'll not be at Wolves for too long. He's a real talent, him. So whether he plays on the left, because Traore did last game out,
whether the mix around it's a problem for me, and I feel that's where we struggle a little bit. I thought Federico Fernandez might have made it potentially tonight, but he'll not start. Of course, we've got Kieran Clark and also got Jamal Lascelles starting at the back. Let's see what he's saying about that. Ollie says, evening, Manchester United fan. Dino, it doesn't matter what midfield we play, only Hayden and Willock are any good. Hayden, hello. How you doing, mate? I hope you are good. One of our members. Also, you want to check our membership out. There's a link in the description for join. Have a look at the video. We've got a Discord, which we talk to our members. We've got loads of videos. I think something like we're averaging about 15 average videos from me, Sam, and Brandon mostly at the moment. You got loads of vids, extra vids, which aren't on YouTube, but you don't see. Thomas says Lewis is crap. Krath, Shelby, and Joelinton are our weakness as well. And Chris has gone on to say Lewis and Kraft are the worst fullbacks in the back. Another Bruce quality sign. See, I would like to see Paul Dummett start tonight, because I think with Paul Dummett starting for me, although he's not fantastic, if going forward, I think he just gives Alan Saint-Maximin that license to go, right, go on, son, you go and play. And Dummett can just sit there left back and just be defensive. I would prefer that at this stage, because Jamal Lewis behind, I'm not confident with the lad, unfortunately. 111 are currently watching, 127 actually now, but that's because we're on different platforms. Only 34 likes. Smash that like button, please do. Please do. That helps us out massively. We've got Adam joining us in about 10 minutes or so. And then, of course, we've also got Carl, who's got some news to tell you tonight, everybody. So stay tuned for that. Carl has some massive news. If you haven't seen or watched any of our watch-alongs, I mean, all things gone on with the watch-alongs. We're going to hear from Dave from Wolves in a moment on Wolves, Newcastle, and his prediction. But some of the watch-along stuff goes on, and they talk about love movies and all sorts. Have a look at this.
I don't remember the name anymore, but the movie with Lady Gaga in it as well. And what's this guy's name? All the girls like this guy. What's his name, man?
I don't know.
It's about this country singer. It's from last year.
I know what you mean, but it's a fucking woman's film, man. Go on, Miggy's in. Go on, Miggy. Come on. Yeah! Get in, Miggy!
3-1.
What a finish. Miggy dispossessing them. Southampton trying to fuck around. Miggy dispossesses them, finishes bottom corner. Brandon's trying to sing along to Shallow. Newcastle 3-1 up. Come on.
To celebrate football goals. So those three are joining very, very shortly. Right. So what we'll do is Dave wants to talk about now. We'll switch the focus now on tonight. We've reflected back. I've actually forgot to actually upload the fan clips. My own fault. So apologies about that. If you want to see all the fan clips from the last game, they're all on NFTV Extra anyways. So that's me. But hey-ho, I've got a backup plan, so don't worry. We've got Dave. You might have seen this if you watched the preview. But this is Dave talking all about Wolves and how they play with inverted wingers. Take it away, Dave.
Hey Lee and all the guys and gals over there at Newcastle Fan TV. It's Dazzling Dave here from Wolves Fan, Dazzling Dave TV. And you just wanted me to say a few words on how Wolves season had been going, how we're feeling about that, and obviously looking ahead to this game against Newcastle at St James's Park, Saturday night under the lights. Sadly, no fans. Newcastle away, one of the best away days for me. Last couple of times went for the weekend. I've always found the Geordie fans really, really friendly, had the banter. And of course, when you're an away fan going to Newcastle, you way almost touching the clouds, up in the gods. A brilliant away day. Just to look forward so much, hopefully, to Newcastle being in the Premier League next season, so we can have that away day again, because it is class. Wolves season this year, obviously, we're hoping to push on a little bit from the 7th and maybe push for that top 6. It hasn't turned out that way. We've had a lot of issues. Wolves finishing late in the Europa League, quarterfinals going out to Sevilla. Literally only 2 weeks break, no real pre-season, straight in to obviously this season with no fans. I think it's affected Wolves quite a lot, not having the fans this season. And then we've had, I've sold Jota, Doherty's gone. We've lost the other wing back, Johnny Otto, with an ACL. New players coming in, it's taken time to bed. Then we've had the injury to Raul, our main focal point. That's affected things. And, you know, you have to take all those things into consideration. I know that Newcastle have had their own issues as well. And we've struggled. We had a really, really bad run just before the last 4 games where we hadn't won in 8. Wolves, up until the Leeds game, in fact, we hadn't scored first in something like 14 or 15 games in the Premier League. And then we literally had to face Arsenal. And we were like, should have been 4-0 down after 44 minutes. It was 1-0. Wolves got a penalty. They had a player sent off and we won the game 2-1. And we followed that up with a draw as well at Leeds and 2 victories. The last one of those against Leeds United, the only team this year so far to do the double over Leeds, and also the only team to stop them scoring in 2 successive games, home and away. They've only failed to score 5 times this season, 2 of them against Wolves. And the game against Southampton, which we were 1-0 down and came back to win, the game before Leeds, it was like our mojo had come back. It was like, where's the real Wolves been? And then we've sort of carried that on. Nuno's mixed with the formations, tried to swap and change it to a 4, but with all the injuries, it's not worked. We reverted back to our back 3, and it's suited us well. We've seen Pedro Neto, you need to look out for. He's really up and coming. Traore sort of almost scored, but it went off the back of the keeper in the last game. They switched the wingers, so they're inverted. So you'll probably see Neto and Traore, rather than going down the outside all the time, coming more on the inside, which for me works better, because I think when you've got Traore pinned 3 defenders on him, when he comes on the inside, it does create more chaos.
So that was Dave. Thank you very much. Well, he had Dave a couple of times as well, but interesting that Wolves are now, well, I wouldn't say the back, because obviously they should be higher up in the league, but that's a standard. It's just set, isn't it? If you get in Europa League and if you fall further down, I mean, there was at one stage, I think Wolves were 15th, I think they were, but obviously 10 points from the last 4 games, as Dave's just said there, it's really lifted them, and they're sitting in mid-table, and it'll be interesting, as I mentioned, with the wingers, how we're going to deal with them, because that's where I feel that the threat is. And also the midfield pairing of Neves and Matino are pretty strong. I think Isaac Hayden, maybe high press. Isaac Hayden's probably going to be the one that's going to sit, but the other midfielders, like the likes of Willock and Shelby, for me, you've got to get in their faces. They've got to high press these two, because these are world-class talent on the ball that I'm talking about. Matino's been there, done that, and he's a fantastic all-round footballer, and he can ping a pass and be creative. And now he's old, but still. And him and Neves, I mean, Neves is another one. If he doesn't get a big club in the near future, something's wrong, because his form is fantastic the last few years. Very surprised he joined them and they were in the Championship, which was mental, absolute mental. We've got Adam coming in the next few minutes as well. We're going to talk about the lineups. But I wanted to quickly, before we hear from Dave again, just about... this is what we have on our Discord. So this is for our members program. So some of our members are actually not in, as you can see. We've still got a lot of members missing who haven't joined our Discord. Everything goes on here. We talk about everything, literally. I can see Martin loves a copy and paste job and get everyone's reaction from it. We're talking about Manscaped. We're talking about videos coming up. You name it, score predictions. We've got other chats in the watch along here, where you can see we've got match day chat. There's loads of stuff that goes on in there. So that's our Discord for members. It's not just videos that they get. They've got exclusive videos of a big event coming up as well. And I am allowed to say now, thankfully, on the 27th of March, we have Gibbo from the Chronicle, Mr. Alan Shearer, Les Ferdinand, Shola Amiyobi. Someone's going to kill me if I don't get them all right. Super McDonald. We've got potentially 5 first-team footballers joining our live stream as well, potentially. Not signed off yet, but it's been verbally agreed, and it's to raise money for charities such as mental health, because that's a big thing at the moment. So I'm allowed to say that now. I can't reveal too much. Members get a lot more of the updates, but I can say that now. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a huge joint adventure. It's not just us. There is other people involved, but yes. Right. Anyways, you probably didn't want to know about that. You'll see that more in your inbox. Dave, I asked him, what do you think of Newcastle this season? Dave, over to you.
And looking at, obviously, Newcastle, you have to feel for the Newcastle fans. I mean, you know, going through the takeover, then it's happening, then it's not. Mike Ashley and all that sort of jazz. You've got, obviously, Steve Bruce, who earlier in the season and last season did really well. And obviously looked really good this season, but you've been on such a bad run. And there's always, isn't there, one team that seems to fall from the middle of the pack towards the end of the season, potentially getting relegated. And it looks to me this year that's Newcastle at the moment. And like you say, the next few games coming up for Newcastle are absolutely key. Fulham, they've been playing well for a while. They've started to grind out the results, and knowing that the last match of the season is going to be Fulham versus Newcastle at the last game of the season, oh my God, and Fulham could have fans in the stadium as well. Newcastle really doesn't want to be within 3 points of Fulham on that game, because they have got better goal difference at the moment. So I do hope that you guys pull it round and you stay up, because you're an absolutely massive club with massive support. Suffered for very long. You, like Wolves, have been up and down, gone down to the Championship. I mean, we went down to League One, pardon me, and bounced back. But, you know, hopefully you'll come through it. But I can't say that I hope you win, obviously, on Saturday night.
Yes, he hopes he doesn't win. I'm joined by Mr. Adam Phillips. How are you, mate? You good?
Evening. I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I say this every game. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm a bit anxious at the same time. I'm not going to lie. Building my hopes up.
Big game. Big game.
How much beer you had?
I only had on me second can, so not a lot.
Second can. I played the clip a little bit earlier because obviously Carl, you and Brandon about the love films that Brandon likes to watch. I just love playing it. So I was just trying to say everybody that's coming up later on, to talk about all sorts. So if you want to tune in, turn down your volume on the TV and listen to these three waffle on.
Good crack. It's good crack.
It is good crack. Yeah, you've gotten a lot of love, Jody Sankas. So nice to see you, Mike.
Yeah,
nice to see you as well. So we are hoping that you obviously stay with us for all of tonight. We've got loads of videos to need, absolutely tons. We're up till about 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'll be doing the last video. So if you can smash that like button, that does help us out for all the graph that we've put in behind the scenes. And keep your comments coming. If you want any questions fired at me or Adam, because we're going to take a look at the lineups in literally a couple more minutes. But we've got one more final clip to play from Dave, because I don't know if you knew, Adam, I forgot to put the fan clips in this week.
It's all right. It's the same stuff anyway. It's all the same stuff.
I've dragged it out anyway, so I've done well to get it to 7:30 without using the fan clips. But Dave's prediction. Have a look at this.
I'm going to go with my prediction that I've made on my own channel, which hopefully you guys will check out, because we do have Lee giving the Newcastle perspective on that. So I'm sure that Lee and the guys will put it down in the description below. And I'm going to go, sadly, guys, with 3-0 to Wolves. I've got the score right the last two games as well. I don't normally go with this bigger scoreline, but I feel that Wolves, sooner or later, are going to score a few goals against someone. And my gut feeling is it's going to be Saturday night. I might be completely wrong with egg on my face, but I'm going for 3-0 to Wolves. But hopefully you guys will smash the baggies not long after that, and you'll start getting some points. Just get the momentum turned. Wolves, we were on a really bad run. It was getting a bit toxic. We were worried about the relegation. We had some luck, and the fortune telling. I think you guys just need a little bit of fortune.
Yeah, so that was Dave. 3-0, Adam. Are you surprised at that?
No, everyone's chance card, aren't we? Anyone who's out of form wants to play Newcastle. So, as the fella said, you know, he's been expecting Wolves to put a few past anyone, and of course it's going to be Newcastle, because that's the type of team we are. Hopefully he's wrong, but no, I'm not surprised any Wolves fans confident going into this.
3-0. I was like, what? 3-0? Not like close game, because it's always like 1-1 between with down the years. But me and Sam raised an eyebrow when Dave said 3-0. But Carl is jumping on Dave's channel tomorrow morning for post-match stuff. So Dave, I've been on Dave's channel as well. So fantastic YouTuber. So thank you very much for all of your clips, Dave. But yeah, let's crack on with tonight. Keep your comments in. Gibbo's a legend. Talking legend about the pub and Big Mark in the 80s. He was legend. Yeah, 3-0, more like 1-0. Yeah, so mentioned obviously we've got a big event coming up in literally a month today. So it's going to be huge for her and everybody else, other event hosts as well. So, but I wanted to talk about the league table first, Adam, before I got your opinion on. I've obviously got the Discord up here. I'll change that around because I wanted to bring the league table up because of Brighton. Did you see it earlier on, the carry on?
I haven't, to be fair. I've been out and about all day. I've seen on Twitter and Sky Sports and that. It seems a bizarre one.
Lee Mason's done us a massive favour. Massive.
I think they missed two. They missed 2 penalties as well, though, didn't they?
Aye, they did, and obviously they had that carry on with the free kick. I mean, I would be furious if that wasn't given. If I'm a Toon fan, but I think we've got away with one there. And his best mate, who's probably just as worst, Mike Dean's in charge of the night. You can guarantee a red card if you're putting the bets on. But for Brighton getting beat, I wanted that to happen. Did you? Did you want to draw? To
be fair, I'm more concerned about Fulham and West Brom. I mean, my eyes aren't that good. If West Brom start winning a couple of games and we don't, they're up our arse and all. So.
Playoffs,
yeah, exactly. That's it next week, and I'm more concerned about us winning. It's still in our hands. Our next 4 games are massive, starting tonight. So yeah, I'm trying not to look too much at Fulham because it's starting to get a bit nervy. But yeah, it's if we finish 17th, given how the season's going, I'd be happy.
I think tonight though. Dave's predicted 3-0. What are you going with? Obviously, you know the lineups. I'll bring them up on screen shortly, but are you confident?
No, I'm not. Literally, when we'll go on to talk about the team, you could replay me reaction from last game that we spoke. I'm sick of saying it all the time. But there's no one to really, like Matt Ritchie sitting on the bench. I don't get. I'm not confident tonight, Lee. I won't lie. I hope I'm wrong. I'm still going to enjoy the watch along, enjoy watching it. I think we might get beat 1 or 2-0. On the optimistic side of us, hopefully it's one of them games like the Everton game, like the Southampton game, where we do pull out the bag and put a performance on. But we're running out of games. Need to start picking points.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've got 2-1-2. I'm being optimistic tonight. I think because if we win the night, we'll climb. Literally, well, we're not going to win by 5 goals. We'll be level with Burnley at the same amount of points, but we'll climb about against. Higher than Brighton, will go above them, and for a mentality state that drags a team underneath. I'm not saying it's going to be easy or anything, but even if we've got a point puts level with Brighton, and for me that goes back to 4 points. And because we talked about it, Dave mentioned it earlier on. Last game of the season is against Fulham. If it's 3 points, Newcastle. I can see we're losing it. At 4 points, you're going to be a bit more safe. So just keeping that 4 points cushion. It's a mentality thing for me.
Yeah, that's mentality. Tonight's a big game for the mentality for next week's game as well. I know that's not how you play football or look at football. But if we lose tonight as well and a bad loss going into West Brom next week, the lads' heads will be completely done. And you know what Allardyce is like getting a result against us. So I know we're not looking ahead too far, but it's you're right. It's mentality. We need to start picking points up. We shouldn't be in this position with the team we've got. We all know what the problem is, and we'll get on to talk about it, in the fan reaction and after. And hopefully we can just, Wolves are a good team, so we just have to show up tonight.
Just seen a comment there. Shelby's birthday says Aaron. It's also Callum Wilson's as well. So it's strange that because both Dummett and Clark celebrate a birthday on the same day as well. It's just mad. Random useless fact that you didn't need to know tonight. But yeah, Shelby put a birthday performance in. What do you make of his comments before we get on to the team news? Me and Sam talked about it last night, and we were like, well, he's got to say that. He's got a camera in front of him. He's not going to slag his own manager off.
I mean, this just shows where the club is in how the fans are feeling towards the manager. If you listen to the whole interview, he was very complimentary about the club, very complimentary about the fans, and then as soon as he praises Steve Bruce, that's all the fans focus on. Shelby's been very poor. We all know that. I think when he's talked about running for the manager, fans latch into that. We know that's not his type of game. I just think he was trying to get across that's how the dressing room feels about him. But because the fans feel the way we do about Steve Bruce, that's what we focus on. As you and Sam said last night, he's not going to come out and criticise the manager. No one's ever going to do that. So yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that. He's got to come out and back the manager. But he's very lucky to be in the team as well still.
Oh yeah, 100%. He is 100%. He's only had one good game the last 10. But yeah, as Newcastle sits 17th going in tonight's game, like I mentioned, it's a huge mentality if we can get a win. And a point, it won't be the worst case scenario. It puts us back ahead, 4 points ahead of Fulham. So yeah, for me, that is still the mentality, a huge thing. But let's have a look. We'll start with Wolves' lineup. This is the formation that they've gone with back, because they changed the system around. Dave was saying they've gone obviously back to their traditional 3. Which is going to be Roman, Saiss, Connor Cody, who's a great player, Dendonk are the back 3. Obviously, Rui Patricio is in goal. Right wing back, you've got Semedo. Over on the left-hand side, you've got, I think that's Johnny Otto on the left, who's just come back from injury. Ruben Neves and João Moutinho, great 2 midfielders there. And then those 2 wingers for me, I was saying it earlier on, Adam, I don't know if you were watching, those 2 for me, Pedro Neto, he's a talent. And then you've got Adama Traore, which he could be playing on the left-hand side yet, but we don't know too much about William Jose. I know obviously Newcastle were linked to him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But those 2 wingers for me, and we've talked about Lewis and Kraft, and we seem to be talking about them every single week now because it's an issue.
Yeah.
How do you stop them? I mean, the lad wears baby oil, for God's sake.
Yeah, I mean, over the last couple of seasons when Traore has like kind of been, everyone looks at as their main threat. I still think he can be a lot better, but we've dealt all right with him. But our fullbacks are all over the place this season. So, and as the Wolves fan who was on, that's probably what he's based his prediction on, the 3-0. How attacking they're probably going to be. Kraft and Lewis, they're not great. We know that. And if that's what they exploit, we could be in big trouble. But got a bit more faith in Lewis than I do in Kraft. But Mankilo's back in training, so I expect him to be back in the team soon, hopefully. Yeah, they're a great team, Wolves. They shouldn't be this far down the league. They've got some quality footballers in there. Moutinho, I've been a big fan for a lot of years. Watched him a lot of years growing up. So yeah, there'll be again. I say it every week.
A lot of years growing up.
Well, the last 10 years. I'm 31 now. I'm not a bairn anymore.
He sounds like he's been around. He has been around for years, though, Moutinho. Isn't he?
What I meant to say, I used to sign him on Football Manager all the time. That's what I meant.
Mine was Championship Manager. That's how back far gone it was when he was a wonder kid. Yeah, when he's Porto days. But yeah, he's a talented player. Do you feel, because you can talk about those wingers being brilliant all day long because they are class. Do you think the high press can work against Neves and Moutinho? Because we've got 3 in midfield. They've only got 2. Do we need to win that battle? Is that important tonight?
Yeah, I'll go back to the Everton game where it was the best we've pressed all season. It's got to mirror that. Because I know we played all right against Southampton, but that pressing game against Everton was the best I've seen under Steve Bruce in 18 months. It's got to go back to that night because that's one of the main ways we can win this game.
Yeah. And then obviously they're very strong at set pieces, of course.
Yeah.
I remember Dendonk scoring at Molineux as well when I was there. So these always seem to end up in 1-1 draws all the time.
Yeah.
It's just every single game in the Premier League, just at 1-1. But
I'll take that tonight, though. So I'd take a draw now.
If I didn't, I know I said I wanted between 7 to 9 points for the next 4 games, but if you offered at a point now against Wolves, I would take that. I wouldn't be like disappointed with it. I think West Brom and Brighton have got to win them too, without a shadow of a doubt. Because if we lose against any one of those 2, fucking hell, I'm not going to take it. But
if we don't get more than 9 points in the next 4 games, I think we're down because the run of fixtures after that's horrendous.
Yeah, even though with Callum Wilson coming back, it's still tough after the international break. So, and then I feel, even though he's been at Barcelona, I think there's a problem defensively with Semedo. I think that's where we can get a bit of joy with Alan Saint-Maximin on that side. And they're very pacey, so it'll be an interesting tussle. For me, I would have liked to see Paul Dummett behind him, so Saint-Maximin could just go and play. But Semedo also, on the flip side, likes to bomb on. He will be in support of Traore and Neto because they come in rather than hog the touchline now. And they'll let the wing-backs bomb on. So I feel defensively there's an issue for Wolves there. That's somewhere where we can target. Is it a case of just give it Alan Saint-Maximin, go on, son, go and play, or does he need to be a little bit more tactile with Semedo tonight?
I mean, we've got to get Alan on the ball as much as we can. He needs to step up a bit. I know he got the goal against Man U. We had a decent game, but I think he does need to be a bit against teams like Wolves, who we should be competing with. And as you mentioned, the Semedo's not the best. It's someone we can exploit. So hopefully, he's much better tonight.
And I was about to say, Johnny Otto's only just come back from injury as well. So he's had a couple of horrible injuries the last 2 years or so. So he's back in. Interestingly, along with the behave each other, because they did last time they met was because it was that racist remark from Shelby to Roman Saiz a few years ago. If you remember that, something about his breath or something like that, stinking because he's an X, Y, and Z. And remember, went to try like a Premier League tribunal or something like that.
Forgot about that, to be honest.
Aye, so as long as there's no daft afters or out of that, we should be all right. Let's quickly take a look at Wolves' bench before we have a look at the tune, because we're expecting Carl. Carl's got some great news to tell you tonight. The subs who are going to change the game, really. Fabio Silva's probably the standout. The rest of them, youngsters, Hoover, Kilman, Vitinha. The bench isn't that strong. Morgan Gibbs-White will probably come on later on. He's a good English centre midfielder. But Fabian Silva is probably the one that will probably replace William Jose. And then the tune, Yawagan, the big one, of course. He's on your picture. It's Martin Dubravka. We've talked about, we think it'll happen. Me and Johnny talked about as well. He's actually in the comments. I've just seen a comment from Johnny. Dubravka is back in goal. Rightly so, Adam?
Yes, if the next 13 games we need our best 11 out, then yes. But it is. I know Darlow arguably could have done better the last couple of games. Very harsh. Let's not forget how excellent Carl Darlow's been this season. We've sat on this channel. We've had people in the comments screaming for Darlow to be in the England team because of how he's been playing. So let's not. It is very harsh on Carl Darlow as well. But let's focus on Dubravka being back. He's a great goalkeeper. Can make the odd error. Let's not forget that either. He's not. He has made errors down the past, but if you're going back, I think me and Johnny were talking earlier in the WhatsApp group. He is the better keeper overall. So I think it is harsh on Darlow. If you read what's reported, it's been terrible man management by Bruce, not telling them personally as to why. So we'll see how that pans out. Hope Darlow should be a number one at another club if it's not us. But hopefully Dubravka can brings that bit extra, more for me specifically, more commanding in the air, a bit more commanding with crosses coming in. It could be a big difference.
He's a leader. He'll shout at you as well if you're not doing your job, which I know that's
I just hope Newcastle fans don't, because I thought he's been getting a lot of unfair criticism, Darlow. People forget we were screaming for him to be called up England. He's been excellent for us this season, so let's not forget that.
Do you think these England careers aspirations have gone now? Because if he doesn't play for the rest of the season, surely he'll not make the Euro squad.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be here next season. I said, if you read what's been reported, he hasn't been told by Steve Bruce exactly why he's being dropped. As you would as a number one keeper, you shouldn't just get dropped because you make a mistake in 1 or 2 games. I'd rather kind of Bruce has done this.
Do you believe that story? Because Shelby just literally turned around and said Bruce is one of the best in man management, but surely that comes down to man management. If you tell your goalkeeper who's been sensational, sorry son, you've been brilliant, but a couple of hours of late, I'm going to give Martin a go. Do you think that's just media crap?
It possibly is. It is, mate. I mean, the media are after Steve Bruce as well. You're seeing how he reacted to them yesterday. So possibly you're right, I just think, when Dubravka made a couple of mistakes last season, which he did, people do forget it, but he did. Carl Darlow didn't get a shot. But Bruce obviously has Dubravka as number one, which is fair game. We've had the debate 100 times on different shows. And I think you've mentioned it, Lee. It's one position. If Darlow was to get injured or dropped, you're happy to see Dubravka back in. I just think, let's not underestimate how important Darlow's been this season. He may not play the next 12 games and still be our player of the season.
Yeah, good point, because you're probably right. Because if you think about it, Callum Wilson's gonna now, obviously he's missed a couple of games of late and missed a chunk. So for me, it's between those two. And
yeah, I've got no issues with Dubravka coming back in. Really, I hope the fans, because I've seen a lot of negativity about Carl Darlow, which I think has been very unfair. He'll be very upset sat on that bench tonight.
Yeah, we can see Brandon got his camera on. He looks like he's froze. He's in the background, so Brandon will be joining us very, very shortly. Carl will be as well. And as I say, Carl has some exciting news to tell you all, so hang about for that. And then, of course, let's jump to the bench. You might not be able to say it, Adam, but I'll read it out to you. We've got Carl Darlow, Paul Dummett, Andy Carroll, Matt Ritchie, Dwight Gale, unbelievable Jeff Hendrick, Ryan Fraser, Jacob Murphy, and Sean Longstaff. No Matty on the bench at all. Any of those you would want to see start? Fraser, for me, is probably the one. Dummett to some extent as well.
Dummett or Ritchie. Did you say Ritchie was on there?
Yeah, Ritchie's on the bench as well.
Yeah, I just think Jamal Lewis could have maybe come out tonight for Dummett or Ritchie. Doesn't he want to play right back? I'd obviously take Kraft out, but doesn't he want to play right back?
You could put Hayden there, couldn't you, and just let him be defensive?
No, not for me. No, you could, but not for me. I was furious a few weeks ago when Hayden played right back. He's completely wasted there. I'm not even going to talk about Joelinton again. But right, I mean, Fraser I thought was terrible Lee when he came on last week. So he's been very disappointing, and I think the Chronicle were reporting that he looks like a player who doesn't want to be there, which I agree. I agree with Lee Ryder in that one. He looks like, in his body language, looks like he's kind of made a mistake coming here. He needs a lot of improvement, and it's difficult because he hasn't started a lot of games. But when he comes off the bench, his attitude's got to be better. Last week he was terrible, so I expect him to come on. But he's got to get the changes right. His subs last week were terrible, Bruce. There's no shame in getting beat off Man U at Old Trafford. We do it every fucking season, but he's got to get his subs better.
Yeah, and I'd like to see Fraser played on the wing if he actually comes off the bench as well, because he was a ghost. Literally was like playing with 10 men a game. But Thomas has said Murphy for Krath, Lewis for Ritchie, Shelby for Matty, and Fraser for Joelinton. Yeah, I'd probably agree on some of them. Not all of them, but I will agree on some of them. Right, the lineup, obviously, you didn't want to talk with Joelinton, so I'll do that. Why? Why?
Every time I do score on the players, I get Joelinton, and I'm just sick of talking about them.
Are you on scoring the players tonight? No, it's...
I think I'm on all shows tonight. I'm a long night tonight.
Yeah, you're on a few the night on. Yeah, I see you are on there. So let's just say I'm not having Joelinton tonight. Give it to someone else.
I think last week I gave him a 3, and then people in the comments saying were being harsh. I'm like, fucking hell, he's watching him play every week.
His build-up play was good. Fuck that. Give us goals. Give me goals. Fucking hell. Give us goals. Give us assists. That's what strikers meant to do. But Joelinton's just Joelinton. We know what he doesn't bring. It's probably the best way to describe that. And then, of course, you've got the likes of on the bench, Gale, Carroll. I would prefer to say Dwight Gale. He would have loved to score against Wolves tonight, with him being obviously a former baggy.
See, I would have preferred Carroll tonight, mate. I would have preferred Carroll. I really would have.
I wouldn't disagree as long as Joelinton comes out. So.
Yeah.
Brandon's getting his camera ready, so he'll be with us very shortly. Alan Saint-Maximin. Probably on the left. Miggy's probably on the right with a bit more license to come inbound. Inverted wingers, if you want to call it that, where they come in off the flanks. We know what we get with them too, don't we? I think Alan Saint-Maximin has to start producing a little bit more as well. I know Bruce has talked about him being in the side, but for me, I want to see some. I know he scored against Man U, which is great, and now I want to see another assist on there. I want to see him go past a few players. Let's try and get his assists above 5 for the end of the season. Let's try and get him above 5 goals. Start producing. Great, he scored against Man U. Let's see more of it. Miggy's been in great form as well. I'm not a big fan of him hovering on that right-hand side, but as Bruce has said, he has changed that front three. Some people will, like, for example, if Ryan Fraser had a spell up top, Dwight Gale's had a spell over the right-hand side, Wilson's had a spell over on the right-hand side. Almiron's had a spell up top, so you might see that again tonight, alternate the front three, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Willock, let's hopefully he can break through, trying to get on the end of things. Like to see him try and get a bit more in the box, because obviously against Man United and Chelsea, or Chelsea, Man United, the other way around, it's tough. Like to see him. John Joe, you talked about him already, Adam. He shouldn't be in that side. So why is he? What's he bringing?
Because there's no one else, really, let's be honest. I mean, it's Jeff Hendrick or the Longstaffs who come in for him. And, if they started, we'd still have something to say about them, because they're hopeless as well. He's got the potential to pick a pass. We know what his potential is like. Just time after time, he's letting us down. He was mentioned about running his arse off in for Steve Bruce. He doesn't do that. And we know he doesn't do that. But there's always someone with him that is it worth starting him, and ahead of Matty Sean, he probably got to. I said this season just stinks of the McLaren year. It stinks the attitude of some of the players and what's happening. It just stinks of it. So, I remember that year with Sissoko, very very similar. Has the ability, different player to Shelby obviously, but I'm on about that season and kind of comparisons. It's just not good.
I agree. It does feel like the McLaren season where it's toxic and every game's crap and every performance is crap. Granted, Southampton's Everton of late were. And then you look, obviously, we're talking about the fullbacks. Emil Krath, which is Brandon's lookalike, starts at right back. You're not thank me for saying that. I like the same smiling in the background. The captain Jamal Lascelles, Kieran Clark. Fernandez is definitely going to be back next game now. And Manquillo, you would think so. There might be one or two changes in the back. And of course, we've discussed the goalkeeper. Let's bring the crazy Dutchman in. Hello, mate.
Evening, Brandon.
Earth to Brandon. I'll just shout across the North Sea. Give us a second. Brandon! Has it got there yet? Has it got there?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's got there. Got there. How are you?
Yeah.
There
Is it shaky? Is it shaky, mate? Brandon? Because I'm using laptop for the first time. I'm checking it out. I even got a mic as well, but I think my laptop can't process it.
No, we can hear you now.
Should I just switch? Should I just switch over to mobile? Maybe that's better. I think, right?
Yeah, you can always switch if you want to. Come back in if you want to.
I can hear you, mate.
Okay.
We can hear something. We can still hear you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Give me a sec, lad.
All right, then. So whilst Brandon sorts his computer out, we'll kick him off and we'll stop sharing. So that is the Toon News for you. So we've got Mr. Carl Bryant / Hall, whatever he wants to call himself these days. And of course, we've got Brandon has about 8 names in his name. Going to be with you very, very second. Right. Okay. So Carl's going to take over from me and Brandon's going to be joining, and I'll see us, of course, a little bit later. But we've got some YouTube gaming on Amazon, and Carl's going to be with you just after this.
Where's everyone gone? Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, we are back with another fixture. I don't know where Brandon's disappeared to. I hope everyone's doing okay. Here he is. Here's Adam.
Evening.
How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, it's just me. Setup's just falling over. Yes, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. Thank you.
Is the hat on for?
Pardon?
Is the hat on for? You're not trying to disguise a haircut, are you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Evening, everyone. Evening. Has Brandon just disappeared?
He's setting it up on his phone because I don't think he was happy with his laptop, so he shouldn't be too long.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Optimistic?
Busy day, mate? Yeah, I am. Like, I was saying my heart says 2-1 Newcastle, but my head's saying the other way. So I'll be interested.
5-0 Wolves.
Yeah. Evening haircut, evening tunes. How are you doing? Very well, thank you. Evening, Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah, well, I suppose I better get this out of the way then, hadn't I? Everyone that's in, again, thank you for all sticking with myself and Adam and Brandon tonight. Hopefully we can get a positive result. I don't know what Lee's set the like target at, but hopefully this will help a little bit. I found out a while ago, but went for a couple of scans the other day to make sure everything was in order. And I'm going to be a dad. I'm going to be a dad. I'm having my first child with my partner this year, which is absolutely amazing.
Buy some of these.
Definitely. So if anyone wants to donate,
teething things channel, down the sofa, teething things everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl yet. We'll find that out in a few weeks' time. But yeah, another little magpie coming into the world. So yeah,
congratulations from everyone, mate. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so if anyone donates, I'm going to try and get to Lee, see if I can have the money for some nappies, that sort of stuff.
Say goodbye to sleep, goodbye to everything.
So yeah, now that's out of the way. Appreciate that from everyone I do. It's massive. Thank you very much. Now, mate, bloody sure is 100%. It won't even come into the conversation, mate. Don't worry about that. Yeah. How are you feeling about tonight, mate? Do you reckon we'll get a win?
I don't want to be a fucking Debbie Downer, but I don't. I just think it's going to be I'll take a draw. I'd love to see us do it. Never legend lost a child. Yeah, I'd love to see us do like an Everton or a Southampton and pull the result out. Just got to get behind the lads. Like, forget about the manager. We all know he's going to be here at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Just try and get behind the team. We've got some good players there. I know we're not there to cheer them on. And it's hard to be positive on social media. But yeah, we've got to kind of get behind them now. It's a big 13 games. We can't get relegated. I just wish we were there to cheer them on or get Bruce out, but we can't be.
I know, mate. I know. Brandon, how are we, mate?
Doing okay. Congrats as well, by the way. I think you and Denise will make great parents, mate. I've no doubt about that.
Appreciate that, mate.
So cheers to you. And Adam as well.
It's your turn next, mate.
Yeah, it's your turn, Brandon.
I'm not sure about that. Can do better with the loss. But...
What would you do if your kids are macking? Send it back, mate. Send it back to them.
But don't put that on Facebook because I got a strike for that. For putting
Oh, did you? Was that what it's for?
I put a video like slapping your kid across the head when it asked to support Sunderland. We got reported.
Oh, right. Is that what it's for? I couldn't remember.
It was only a bit bad.
That's from a Czech movie. It was from a Czech movie, and you had it like, your kid is gonna be Macam, and then you smack him like that. The woman smacks him in the head, right?
Not good.
It's just been a crack, but Facebook is serious.
Yeah, that would be great, Martin. That would be great. Thank you very much. Thank you. My cap is off. I know. I'm just making sure. Everyone can see that I've shaved my head, basically.
I did yesterday. I had the Corona coupe as well. I just did it myself a little bit.
I was going to say it's looking quite long on top, mate.
Yeah, it is on top because I don't have the clippers to take it off. Otherwise, it will be too short. So I just left it like this, and the sides are just getting trimmed. But being trimmed. 16th of March, I have an appointment at the barbershop. So
fair enough.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get the little one on stream at some point. James, I think, shocking. Did you see the press conference? Yeah, he started biting again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't very happy. Me and Lee spoke about it before. He's I think was it like because I haven't put much on this week like on Facebook because I've been that pissed off with a Man U game, and it wasn't the fact we got beat at Old Trafford because that happens every season. It was his reaction after the game, and I'm glad someone challenged him on actually because he can speak Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as much as he wants, have a big crack.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes. As soon as that final whistle goes, how does he expect us to react when we see him laughing and joking? Look at that Traore getting oiled up. That should be illegal. The size.
Do you guys see that as well? He got Joelinton on the right and Almiron as a striker. At least that's what it shows for me. Did you see that?
No. Yeah, I think Leeds will survive, mate. Definitely got more than enough about you to survive. Definitely.
Next season's the important one for Leeds.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Traore getting oiled up?
He did it the last time. I've seen. Yeah, I remember it last time. Yeah.
There's less oil in a porno movie than they're putting on his body. so I've heard anyway. So I've heard.
Because you never watch any.
No,
definitely not.
Oh, Mike Dean, the Mike Dean show tonight.
So odds on someone getting sent off?
No, it won't be much. We haven't had Mike Dean in ages as a ref. Feels like forever since I've seen him ref us.
Are you guys happy with him as a ref?
Not really. But to be fair, if you've seen what happened in the West Brom game today, I think none of them are any good.
No.
Jesus.
Good to have you in, Yolanda. I think it's going to be as close as that, Tom, to be fair. Hopefully. I hope it's as close as they were previously, as bad as that sounds.
About to kick off now. I don't know how far you're ahead, but I'm live tonight, so Wolves kicking us off.
Me too. I'm just probably 10 seconds behind you.
I've got it on Sky Sports, but it's on on Now TV, so I'm probably about 10 seconds behind.
So you'll be the first one to respond, Adam. Probably.
Unless if you're only 10 seconds behind, I can pause it. Just let us know.
I'm longer than that for some reason. The Now TV player wants to be longer than that. Beyond what
I'm
what
at
are you on now?
16 seconds. 18, 19, 20.
I'm on 30.
Right, yeah. So you're 10 seconds in front of me.
They've just kicked off. It's fine, mate. I don't mind being behind. It's not a problem.
I don't mind pausing it. It just means like people in the comments might get in there before us. That's all.
Well, we have a 30-second delay, right, on the comments, I think.
I don't know.
I've heard that. I think it was Lee or Sam saying it.
Come on, Newcastle free kick outside the Miggy Whip. Well, I say Miggy whipping it in. He's passed it short to Shelby Hughes. We're trying some different set pieces, to be fair. Like I think we did it a few times against Man U, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we're out, like, how do you feel about Dubravka being back in, Carl? Right decision, wrong decision?
I saw what you said about him, mate, and I feel exactly the same way. Like, I appreciate he's probably the better keeper. Who is the better keeper, but I still feel harsh on Carl Darlow. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure how it's come about. I saw that you said that Bruce hadn't let him know or something like that. I didn't know about that. So
that's just press reports, mate. We just like, I think the Times reported that it was leaked. I think it was leaked pretty early. He was going to pick Dubravka, and it was leaked before Carl Darlow was told. And obviously, he has. It's true.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is. Like, but well, we've got two of your rivals next, Carl. Villa and West Brom and Villa.
I know, mate. I know. I said the Mrs. Brother's tyre went about an hour ago, so let's go and help him with that. And he's a Wolves fan. And then, yeah, I'll have the stick from everyone else over the next couple of weeks as well. I appreciate that, Daniel.
I think in the end of the day, they're both professional, Carl Darlow and Martin Dubravka, and they know they can be dropped. So
yeah,
plus they get a good wage. I know you want to play if you're in the squad, but
I think without trying to sound negative and foresee anything, what does he do if Dubravka drops a fucking clang at the night?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hopefully he doesn't. You know, I'm just playing. You know,
I hope not, though, because then
trying to create a debate.
It would make me look like a fucking fool if if he makes a clinger tonight, if he fails tonight, Dubravka, I look like because I've been pushing him for a long time to be our number one. So if he underperforms today,
yeah, I might play. I play devil's advocate. Like, I don't know what people think, but I actually think Cole Darlow is the better shot stopper. I do. I think Dubravka's the better all-round keeper, commanding the box, distribution's better. But I do think Darlow is a better shot stopper personally.
I was saying to Lee in the build-up, like, I hope people don't forget what Carl Darlow's done this season, because we were screaming for England. Don't forget, he might not play the next 13 games and still be outplayed with the season. So I just think it's a bit hard for him.
It's always been a common thing with us, though, hasn't it? We've always had two really good goalkeepers.
Yeah. Go on, Miggy.
Plus, we have someone else in line as well.
Come on, another foul.
We have Freddie doing well there.
Yeah. As always.
So I think at the end of the season, one of them is going away. There's always a loser in this so-called fight. Let's say that
we'll lose two keepers because Freddie Woodman won't be in number 2.
Spot on, Kevin. Definitely. Darlow's been class really has, but Dubravka the more when fit has to play. Yeah, I appreciate it, Daniel. I'm not against it at all. Which 3 teams do you think have the best fan base? Don't know. I think obviously, we believe Newcastle. Other than that, I think what do you base it on? What are you trying to base it on? Like noise at games or what? Or
go on.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. It'd be a nightmare.
What was that question? Who's the best fans?
Yeah, the top of 3 best fan bases.
Celtic have got a good fan base.
Leeds has a good fan base as well, right?
Yeah, I'd say Leeds do have a pretty good fan base.
Leeds do. I know they've got some plums, but Liverpool as well, always a good following.
Yeah. Villa, to be fair, as much as it pains me, like they do have a they're really passionate fans.
On purpose, I didn't mention them just for you, but
no, but to be fair, they are they're for backing your club, they're very similar to us. To be fair.
Good pressing by Miggy there. Excellent. He's the only one grafts like that.
Right.
Do you reckon Joelinton's got it in his contract he has to play first team football?
Because I don't get it, mate, at all. I really don't get it.
It must be contractual. Given, don't forget, it was 40 million. A big deal. He must have in his contract. If he's fit, he plays. He must do. Oh
yeah.
Oh, Dubravka's dropped up. Oh, he's lucky there. Dubravka fucked up there.
I agree, Martin. We're definitely first, 100%, 100%. Rangers, another good shout. Is that Mini Minter on the far right? I see the resemblance. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Not got the hair now, though.
I think if Tiger King would shave his head as well, he would probably still look the same as you. you don't got the hair anymore.
Could be a foul.
Neto, man. I like this player though.
Yeah, he's a good player. Anthony feels the same way.
Yeah, that's got to be. He plays every week. It's ridiculous. He hasn't even hit double figures for us yet, has he, in goals?
But
who's that? Sorry, Joelinton. No, he hasn't.
He's only won five or six goals over 2 years, 2 seasons now. If that,
I cannot imagine. When a club says, "Okay, you're playing every week if you're fit." I don't think they would. Well.
I mean, the big lads do, like some Messi and Ronaldo. That's fair enough. They clearly have it built in the contract. If they're fit, they've got to play. But not Joelinton. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
that's why I can't imagine that's in his contract though.
I got him on scoring the players last week, and I give him a free because I thought he was shite, and there's still fans defending him. I think I get you don't want to be on the player's back all the time, and I'm not that type of fan. If you see it everywhere, I'm not. But
I think by the go on.
He's become like indefensible. You can't defend him anymore. I just feel he's that type of player.
I just think people were defending him that time because he played the first 20 minutes. He played okay, not even great, but it's so much better than he's doing normally. That if he already plays some decent, they already say it's good because our bar is so low on Joelinton now. We already, I don't know. But I totally agree with you.
NUFC HT, mate, you're more than welcome to jump on the fan reaction, which is God, what time was it? 10:15 tonight, something like that.
Me and Carl doing that. So jump on if you can get in early, or if you're patient, you can sit and watch. Everyone gets filled up pretty quickly, but we'll get everyone on.
Yeah, appreciate your support, mate. Brandon, what do you think about Slavia Prague beating Leicester?
That's awesome, though. Yeah, I know he lives in Czech Republic. Actually, Slam Robertson. Yeah, it's good news. Even though I don't support Slavia, I like another team in Czech Republic. But it's great for Czech football for sure, and a big surprise actually. But
did they get another English tie?
Sorry.
In the next round, did they get another English team?
I've no idea. I don't think they're drawn yet, right?
Yeah, got drawn the other day. I'm sure they got someone in this country.
Oh, I'm not sure actually about that though. I haven't seen the draw yet. I have to look in.
Let us know in the comments. Can't remember who they got.
Apparently, 58 appearances, 3 goals for Joelinton. Is that in all competitions?
Oh, could it be 4? No. I remember. Let's try and think of his goals. I remember he scored against Tottenham. He scored against someone in the FA Cup last year because I remember I was there and I remember seeing him score it.
He scored against Morecambe, didn't he?
Was it Musamin Morecambe? And then he scored against Palace, but it took a wicked deflection.
Yeah.
Then that's it. That's probably it. That's probably the 3 the fella said.
No, Thomas, I didn't use Manscaped. I've not used the code
yet. Actually, talking about Manscaped.
Yeah, it is. Brandon's got his t-shirt on as well. Yeah, Adam's got his stuff. I need to get some stuff, to be fair. I think I'm the only one that hasn't.
What'd you say, Adam?
I said it is good. I know. Like where it's like one of trying to get as a sponsor, but it is actually good quality shaving stuff. Like I'm not turning into like a fucking online shopping
I have
channel.
To say, from the boxer, it's like an interesting material. You never really.
Miggy's in. Go! He's at the post.
What? Oh. Fuck! I thought we scored. From your reaction, I thought for a minute that we scored.
To be fair,
Chinese Geordie, good to have you in.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
He doesn't do anything wrong though.
I haven't seen the Chinese Geordie in ages.
I know.
Hi, Miggy. I don't know if he's on side or not, but the flag doesn't go. We know this daft new rule is where like they don't have to flag until, but he hits the post outside the post.
Yolanda, you're making us blush. You're making us blush here.
He's off, yeah.
Who's the handsomest?
Do we want to know this answer?
Joelinton has lost too much muscle mass. He's lost his explosiveness.
Adam, that's the same question you asked to John Sinclair. Who you like more, Liam or me?
John's a good lad. He knows how to win.
Aye. He's great.
Oh, I can't believe he hasn't put that in, man. Fuck.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen the replay, Carl. I'm not sure if he was onside anyway.
Oh, okay.
I think he's offside. He looked offside.
Oh, here's
but he didn't do anything wrong there.
Oh, good defending by Clark. Come on.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, Aaron? There's no one in the box ever.
I mean, he's doing the same. Like he's playing Miggy as a false 9, and Joelinton's on the right. So we haven't got a centre forward really, because Miggy's not a centre forward. He's playing as that false 9 again. So we massively miss Callum Wilson.
But I think Bruce realised that Joelinton isn't a number 9, so that's probably why he plays him. Well, I would have picked someone else though, but I would have loved to see
Joelinton not number 9.
It
took Bruce 18 months to realise it.
Well, in the end, he saw it. Finally.
Come on. So when do you find out the sex, Carl? Or you find out?
2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, I think it'll be, mate.
You've got to have all these frigging parties where confetti bursts out of things and that you don't want to have. And
I know.
You want a little girl, man. Get a little girl.
Yeah,
lads are little shits.
Mate, it's funny you say that. Me and the missus, to be fair, we've not got our heart set, but we already, for some reason, we're assuming that it's going to be a girl. And yeah. I did want a girl first anyway. My brother's just had his little boy. Obviously, I don't mind either way, but yeah. I would.
As long as it's healthy, but I wanted a boy. I wanted a boy. I was like, oh, football, like, I want a boy. And then, like, I love the benefits now. Like, I don't think I could have a lad.
Yeah.
Go on.
To be fair, if I would have want a child, I would prefer a girl, probably. I can watch with her together the love movies.
Well, I was just thinking, like, I can't wait till I watch all the films and stuff we used to watch when we were younger. Go back to being a kid again.
I know. That's what I've started doing. Like, honestly, I know the alphabet again. Like, daft as it, I'd never, like, if you'd asked me the alphabet this time last year, I'd probably, like, struggle after M. And now I'm fluent again. Like. Brandon, if you had a little girl, at least you'd have someone to watch A Stars Born with.
There you go. That's what I meant. I was waiting for you coming down.
Yeah, appreciate everyone in the comments for the congratulations, legends. Means a lot. Thankfully, it's not Geordie. Every time I've been to a scan, I've been like, can you just double check there's not one hiding behind?
That would be a shock.
So, Carl, after your little one is born, you're gonna follow up with a new one right after?
Nah, not straight after, mate. I wouldn't want to keep it too long though. Me and my brother have only got a couple of years between us. We've got a good relationship, so I'd want it not to be far off that. To be fair, and that'll be me done.
Is your brother a Villa fan though?
Nah, he's Newcastle as well.
I'll let him off then.
His missus is a Borough fan because she's from Borough.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Go on.
You end up singing CBB songs, and I'm gonna have to start learning. Where is it? To be fair, Dan, that's not a bad show. Shola works as a boy's or a girl's name.
Go and call you Ben Shola, whatever you do. Wait, did you see the lad who came on from Man U last week?
Yeah.
He must have been named after Shola Amiobi. Like, who in the life was that influenced by Shola Amiobi that wanted to name the child after him?
Oh no.
You know what I mean? They must have had intercourse the night he scored against Barcelona or something, and like that was it.
The Brax, so I'm going to donate a onesie with Steve Bruce's face on it. Whilst I really appreciate it, I don't mean to be what's the word? Ungrateful. I'll probably use it as a nappy if that's all right, Braxa. Charlie, my little boy's being a knacker, so I'll keep missing the matches. Fair enough, mate. Thank you very much. My little boy who turns 3 sounds Geordie as says how I meant to his mum all the time when there's anything. Love that. Love that. Shearer is already on the cards, Jack. Don't you worry about that. Middle name Shearer is on the cards. We've had genuine chats about it.
You won't win that one.
I know.
Unfortunately, no one. If you have a little boy, there's not many little boys called Alan these days.
That's true.
So
Joelinton can hide in front of the camera, so can another baby. That's true. I don't know what I'd do if I ended up having twins. I'd shit myself. Fucking hell.
I don't know how credit to people who have twins like this. Oh, I don't know how they do it.
Imagine 3 of them.
Well, yeah, and like those cases where people end up having octuplets, like 8 of them. Like how? How, man?
It's also crazy. Some people just bought a house with 1 extra spare room for the child, and then they find out they have like a twins or 3 of them actually, and then they have to move again because it's not enough space.
As a kid and picking up a yellow card.
Maybe Mike. Cheers, Frankie. Appreciate that, mate. Hope you're well, buddy. I am Daryl. Yes, Sam. Why not?
As a kid and picking up a yellow card for a tackle on the big fella, Traore. Yeah, tackle he had to make, I suppose, like Traore was starting to get a bit ground on him. So Wolves got a free kick of 40 yards out.
I'll have to have a look at that, Andy, definitely. If it's twins, you can call one Joe and the other Lindsay. Look, I just thought, I just wanted to give him, I don't know, I just wanted him to come good, but it's not going to happen, is it? Even I could admit defeat. Good man, Birmingham fan here. Did you end up winning today? Because I know you come from behind. If you did, it's a great result. Hopefully you stay up.
There was a really good article on Birmingham on Sky Sports News this week about like the last 10 years about them.
Yeah.
Like you forget like Wolverhampton Martins, obviously used to play for us, scored the winner in the League Cup.
Game, yeah.
You forget things like that, like because the last 10 years has gone that fast. You forget how, because they've avoided relegation that many times. Remember, obviously, like relating to us, Lee Clark kept them up. It's mad, like, because there used to be Premier League club like for a good few years, Birmingham.
Yeah, definitely. AVFC, you need that win today. They're all so important. Yeah, it was a massive win. Massive win. What are you, 6 points clear? I think they've got a couple of games in hand, am I right?
Who's that?
Blues, I think they're 6 points clear of the relegation zone, but I think the team behind them I think Rotherham have got a couple of games in hand on them. I can't remember.
Well, Wickham are gone, aren't they? Wickham are pretty much gone. I mean, Kraft just had a shot.
Yeah.
Is that directed at me, Jordan? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Oh dear.
Oh, ASM's in a dangerous
Appreciate
position here.
That, mate.
Go on,
My
ASM.
granddad
Go on,
was a Birmingham fan.
Go on, Alan.
So
shoot,
the
man.
same.
Oh. Give it wide. Oh, Joelinton's fucking had a shot. Oh. Jesus, someone's probably won about 60 quid there. Oh, Joelinton actually decent shot.
Yeah, not bad shot though. Shaky save.
Massive game then. Hopefully you get a result. I love it. Love it. How else am I going to get a child?
Jordy's always in for good crack, really.
Come on, lads. How are massive win? If we can get a win tonight, it's massive. Like, takes the pressure off loads for a week anyway.
Well, I wouldn't settle down if we take 3 points here, though.
No, it's feel weird. 58% possession.
But it's good.
I mean, worry is like if we don't win tonight, we've got West Brom next week. We all know what Sam Allardyce is like against us.
Yeah.
That means if West Brom beat us, I think they're only 4 or 5 points behind us.
I am on 22-10, mate.
22-45.
I'm 33-44.
Maybe.
I think it'll take someone special to embarrass Carl, Jody, to be fair.
Good to have you in the chat, Owen. Take it you're a Wolves fan. How do you think you played so far? There's a player in there. I was guilty of that, but I won't do it from here on out, I promise.
I don't think I've ever used the words "there's a player in there." I really don't. We're Joelinton. Come on.
It's 0-0, mate. 0-0 at the moment.
Go on, Alan. Go on. ASM's in. ASM's in. Shoot! Go! Oh, it's offside. It's in, but it's offside. He looked offside.
Actually, I'm sat here like this watching Adam's reaction because I'm like 20 seconds behind.
Oh. ASM's footwork's like...
As always, Geordie, love having you in here, mate.
ASM dribbles it in the box. He cuts it back to Willock, who mint shot, and the keeper powers it straight to ASM, who puts it in an empty net. But you can tell he's offside, like, and that's why I didn't jump off my seat. But better. ASM's looking dangerous.
Yeah, he's playing much better than before. Like
even Peter.
Good evening, Peter.
Oh.
Hope you're well, mate.
I thought Willock was going to make it 1-0 there.
We look promising, though. It's a positive start.
I don't want to say the words, because every time I say the words, we're absolute dog shit after I say them. So I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to praise us.
Daryl, so Brandon is... Where are you? I don't know where Brandon is. Sometimes he's in Czech, sometimes he's in Holland, sometimes he's somewhere else. Sometimes he's in Slovakia. Where are you tonight?
Just in Alkmaar, mate.
Pardon?
Hometown.
Okay, he's back in Holland tonight.
Alkmaar.
So yeah, Brandon's a little bit behind, and then Adam is watching it on Sky. I'm watching it on Sky, but because I'm watching it on my other computer, I'm watching it through Now TV, so there's a bit of a delay, unfortunately.
What we've tried to do in the past, we've tried to pause it so like we're all on the same, but we're usually about 40 seconds behind, which is no good for like people commenting it, so.
If you can pause.
This is the epitome here. I'll pause the YouTube to match Adam so he doesn't give me a fucking heart attack yelling at the TV. Safety measure.
Sorry, Jay. Hopefully I'll see you on the fan reaction later. And Sam again. Oh well, that was nowhere near. So
just
you know what it is. I've always getting wrong for being jumpy watching the matches. My dad used to tell us off his van for being jumpy, like getting excited over nothing. Nightmare at the match. I'm an absolute nightmare when I'm there.
Can I just ask Jay if he can watch his private message in the Discord channel? Because I dropped him a message.
Okay, yeah. What do you think the score will be for the Manchester United Chelsea game? I think United will win that.
Do you? See, I'm quite impressed with Chelsea at the minute, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fancy 2-0 Chelsea actually.
Fair enough. Who's playing fullback for Chelsea at the moment? Can't remember.
He's rotating quite well actually. He's rotating between Reece James and Aspilicueta for right back.
Rudiger, right?
Is Rudiger playing? Well, I don't know.
I don't know if he's playing on the left, but
no, not on the left. I think he's in the centre, right?
I always thought Chelsea. They've always had the potential there. Lampard's his inexperience was pretty clear tactically, but since this Tuchel's came in, you can tell his tactics are spot on. Like,
yeah. I like Rashford. I think he'll probably grab a goal. I haven't watched enough of either of them to be honest to give you an honest answer. So I'm just going to go with Manchester United. Adam reckons Chelsea. Brandon, yourself?
Chelsea.
Fair enough.
Tackle. Come on. Go on.
Well, hopefully come back. Yolanda, if you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. We're here every day, every other day. Obviously, yes, I do watch alongs as well. It's such a nightmare trying to sync through to my mate. Yeah, it's tough, mate. It's tough. Sorry, Brandon.
Question for Yolanda, because she said she's from Honduras. How she found us? Is she a Newcastle fan as well?
Interesting. I think he's a Wolves fan. Thanks. How are you guys? Yeah, very well, mate.
With a better team here. Yeah, Sam's causing havoc down the left. Wait, not there. He's just give the ball away. But with a better team, I said I wouldn't fucking say that. I'm just said it. Oh,
looks
Miggy's
like
down
Miggy
injured.
picked up a knock. Yeah. I see
Yeah, it's the
down
best
injured
thing
now.
to do, Diane. Best thing to do, mate. Definitely.
Miggy's down injured. I know Miggy's on the floor a lot, but he very rarely stays down injured. He looks like he's hurt. And he's tackled Traore, who was obviously built like a brick shithouse. And he's just not really. I don't know if he's caught his ankle.
Just has a nasty landing, actually. That's probably caused the injury.
What do you guys make? Well, funny story. After I listened to that crap, Mrs. actually made me go out and buy some daffodils today.
What is it?
Not related to Steve Bruce, just because you wanted some daffodils to brighten up the house.
Well,
So
do you know what it is?
PTSD.
With that, Anthony, like I can't listen to him anymore, really. So I don't listen to his press conferences. And I'd seen what Sam put out with, like, just put like a text of what he said. I got past the word daffodil and I stopped reading it. So I don't even really know what context he said it in, because I can't listen to the man or read stuff, what he says. So I'm not quite sure what he meant.
What are daffodils, though?
Pardon?
What are daffodils or something? I never heard the word before.
They're flowers.
Flowers? You must have heard of a daffodil.
Mm.
In Holland, round your windmills.
Well, I don't know how they look like, though. I have no idea. I never
Big
heard
yellow
of the word. It's like tulips, or?
Not so much like tulips, no. I'm
Just
trying to
big yellow flowers.
Yeah. What you guys going to do during the off season? I imagine we're going to be trying to get as many guests on as possible, maybe ex-footballers, current footballers, that sort of stuff, mate.
Yeah. None of us have met yet, so
yeah,
it's hopefully COVID restrictions getting eased a bit. Hopefully, we're going to all meet up and do a few videos. And
might be a few pissed up vlogs, to be fair.
It's mad though. Like we were already together, so called, for almost 1 year, and we've never been able to meet up. I think only Lee, Sam, and Johnny met up in that pub. I'm not sure where it was though. But
Wakefield.
Oh, good save, Dubravka.
Dubravka's made a save there from a Traore header. Save he should be making. Kraft again. Kraft absolutely ball watching.
He's out of position.
Dealt with. See, Dubravka's got a nice fresh haircut. Do you reckon he was daft enough to post it all over social media?
But he has a fucking brain.
Unless his wife's a hairdresser.
Discord just for Brandon. I need to have a look.
Okay, yeah. But well, if I know how they look like, of course I would recognize them. But I've never heard of the word, so I don't know how they're called in the Netherlands. Daffodils.
He's just winding you up, mate. Don't worry.
Must be because he's from Villa.
All right. Gone first toilet break.
Where is he going?
He's gone to the toilet.
Oh, well, his mic is still on. I made a mistake once.
Martin's put a picture in the Discord, Brandon, of some daffodils for you.
Oh, in the Discord you did?
Yeah, in the Discord.
Give me a sec.
No, mate. So myself, I came on board. Oh God, I can't remember when it was now. Maybe end of July, something like that.
Same crowd like me, right?
Yeah, I think it was end of July, wasn't it, mate? It's something like that. I think it was me, Brandon, Adam, Matt, Liam. Yeah, that was it. We all come on around July. So Sam, Johnny, and Lee met up because we weren't in lockdown at one point. We come out. I was supposed to go up, but I couldn't get up there I had some stuff come up through work. So yeah, we haven't had the chance to meet each other yet, face to face. So it will be a good
It's gonna be mental
heavy
though if
weekend.
we are able to meet up though. I think it will be nuts. I was just hoping I'm allowed to go into the country though. If I'm coming in from the Netherlands,
you should be fine, mate.
Maybe still restrictions.
The lad from Villa said they're called this.
Yeah, Narcissus.
So that's what daffodils are. He thinks.
Yeah,
fucking Emil Kraft is not a footballer. Oh, I mean, Wolves have come very close to winning 1-0, scoring there and making it 1-0. Emil Kraft just gets done for pace. Traore has been moved across to the right simply because they know Emil Kraft can't mark him. And he puts it wide of the post, but Kraft got to pull his finger out like.
What is he doing, man?
Shocking.
Oh. Was it Neto? Yeah, it's Neto. The shop target.
Brandon, do you want to show your T-shirt off, mate? There's a couple of people asking questions.
Yeah, sure. I just got Alan Shearer, Kevin Keegan, Bobby Robson in some sort of cartoony way. Our logo. I got it on the right-hand sleeve and on the back as well. Don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to sell them though. I just made it for myself.
Brandon made it himself. The channel does not endorse Brandon's T-shirt for copyright reasons.
So what we're gonna try and do, Juicy, is do something like that without, because it's got the Newcastle badges on and stuff. We've got to be careful. So we're gonna come up with some designs for Brandon to get sorted.
I dropped one actually in the Discord, Juicy. I think I sent you an email actually with Juicy for the invitation link of Discord. I don't think you joined already though. But there I shared a logo when I used.
How much it cost you, like?
32 in total. That's good quality, like. 32 euros. So that's probably like 30 quid, something like that.
You can make me one.
I can, if you want. I got a design with Miggy runs a lot. I shared it in the Discord, thinking about putting that on a shirt or a hoodie or whatever. But I have, if I do so, I have to send one to Liam as well for sure, instead of his dress or the dressing gown and edits.
Martin, thank you very much, mate. You don't have to do that. I know you're a mod, but you're a legend as well. Thank you very much
Martin.
for that.
Legend.
Cheers, Martin.
Legend.
Maybe we can customize some sort of dressing gown for Liam, actually. A new NFTV dressing gown. I think it would suit him proper.
Yeah. Jay, 100%, mate. We'll all, like I said, we'll all get together. Especially, obviously, we want to get together with a lot of people. But you know, members being in the Discord, it's going to be a lot easier for us to all meet you all because we can get in touch with each other. So,
I think next year, when things are back to normal in the next 12 months, we'll do something with the channel where we get members on, or we don't know. Yeah, obviously things are still up in the air, but get people more involved. Like I say, you can't even just go and meet someone these days. So fuck off, Mike Dean. Yeah, so we'll definitely get members more involved. Like it's grown a lot in the last few months.
Jay, can you please let me know if you read my message already, because I'm curious. I didn't know if you heard me the first time.
Just out of interest, Jay, whereabouts in Atlanta are you from as well? I've got a friend living over there, which I completely forgot about. Could go and see him at some point. We could all go over there. Come and see you in Atlanta.
Well blown smoke up his arse. Like, obviously, I've never met Jay. I've just seen him on the channel. He speaks more sense than probably any Newcastle fan I've seen. Like, I really like listening to Jay when he comes on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be a foul. How a ref? Fucking Mike Dean, honestly.
Juicy, we'll sort something out. We're going to get something for the members, 100%, mate, 100%. Once we've got that sorted, then we'll start pushing it out to everyone else.
Send me a private message if you are in the Discord, Juicy, and we'll talk about something. Oh, this is going to be a pen, I think.
No, it's not. It was
no.
Nah. If that gets given a penalty, I would have turned the telly off. Do you think VAR has made the game better in the last 2 years, 18 months?
No.
Say that again, mate.
Absolutely not.
Do you think VAR has made the game better? I think it's killed it. I watched that Brighton. I seen the Brighton. I heard about the Brighton goal earlier. I haven't seen it yet. Actually, I've seen a clip of it, but it seems like absolutely ridiculous. Like
I said before as well about VAR. Okay, sometimes we have been lucky with it. For example, against Tottenham, but it's just so nitty bitty. Like it's not a human game anymore. It's all run out on videos and computers and not human intention.
The thing about football, what's always made it stand out from every other sport is like the passion of the fans when a goal goes in or something like that. And now a goal goes in, you've got to sit and wait 30 seconds before you know it actually counts. And for me, football, what goes around comes around. If Man U didn't win the league for 10 plus years because VAR wasn't there. They won it because they had a better team, and that's what it comes down to in the end. And yes, you'll get the odd decision, but that's when you go back to the pub and you talk about with the lads. That's what football's about, and for me, it's absolutely killing it now. Like
100%. Martin, hire a pub out for the day and have a get together. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that, mate. Like I said, we'll get everyone involved as well.
Cannot wait to get back to Rosie's, mate. Favorite pub in Newcastle. Cannot wait.
Could do an hour's podcast from there, and then we'll just get on it after.
Greg, I'm telling you. Greg, I will send you the invitation link now.
Where are you from, Martin? Mine's 250, to be fair, mate. So we could meet halfway. Then you could drive to me. I'll drive the rest of the way. If you're coming from down south.
Every time I complain about link in your Facebook. Sorry, Brandon, go on.
No, I said to Greg, he said he DM'd me on private Facebook Messenger and asking for the Discord link. I sent it to him over. So he should have the Discord link, invitation link. So there you go.
There's Traore again, causing Kraft havoc. Shot from Wolves, comes wide.
Never could have done that better.
Yeah, Martin, if you are coming from down south, mate, you could meet me, and then we'll pick Sam up on the way, and we'll just all share the driving.
Share the same bed in the travel lodge as well.
Absolutely. Hey, look, if I get drunk, because it'll be the first time in a while, I can't be held accountable for my actions. So if we end up naked spooning, it was on you, not me.
How long is the drive for you, Carl, to Newcastle?
It depends if I'm breaking the law or not, to be honest. But usually about.
Of course not.
Usually 3 hours, something like that. But if I'm tanking it, I can do it in 2:20.
It's not a bad drive, Birmingham. Like I've driven there. It's not a bad drive.
It's a piece of piss, mate. Just literally either the M1 or the A1M straight up. That's it.
Next time I complain about getting the train from Durham, Carl, I'll think about you. Damn, I've got to wait 10 minutes for a train.
I would set off like 3 hours before, still 2 hours away in traffic.
There's Traore getting absolutely hammered again. Kieran Clark's just absolutely wiped him out. He's getting absolutely battered. He's an animal, like he's. So that's
yellow
Kieran Clark and skating on yellow cards for absolutely half in the Traore.
It's what we do for the club, isn't it, Kevin? That's why we love it. That's why we love it, mate.
We actually had 8 attempts and 4 on goal.
Yeah, perfect, Martin. We'll sort it out.
Wolves only had 2 and 1 on goal. Smart.
We've had 8 attempts.
Yeah, 4 on goal.
Have we?
If I have to believe the stats, yeah.
Pick me up from Watford. Nice round. Tell you what, lads, let's get it fucking done. Let's sort it out. We'll do it.
Get a camper van.
Let's do it. We'll get a camper van and we'll just do it. Why not? Me just rocking up, turning up with the members.
Must turn out as some sort of hangover movie.
This is it's getting me excited already. I can't wait.
To be fair, Carl looks like Alan on the hangover with that haircut. Dangerous free kick for Wolves. They can hit the target from here, no doubt. So Dubravka needs to be on his guard. Comes in now. Laid off. Safe hands by Dubravka. Simple.
I'm in.
2 minutes to go. You best get a road trip now, Carl, because you're not going to get one the next 18 years of your fucking life.
That's very true, actually. It's perfect timing. Perfect timing. We'll pick up Sam on the side of the road with his crate of Thatchers. We'll be away.
Is it that good though, Thatchers? Or
I don't drink cider, mate, so I don't know.
I don't either as well, but on a summer day, it's not that bad though. Some cider.
Oh, I tell you what, Mike Dean has been very fucking generous to Wolves there again. A Wolves player runs into Willock. We're in a good position there. Let's have a look again. It's Traore again. That's not a foul. That's never a foul. Very harsh. We were in a good position there.
Slide.
Just joined. Thanks, Brandon. Craig's joined now. Perfect. Craig, where are you from again, mate? Sorry. Let me check. I'm in Cheshire, so I got a big drive too. Let's just do a country round trip. Fuck it.
and you'll be the driver.
we'll all well, yeah, because everyone else will be pissed by then, I imagine.
I think you have to limit yourself, though, Carl. I think you have to say members only, because otherwise, everyone wants to be picked up by you.
To be fair, it's only the members.
Jamal Lewis. Oh God, fucking hell! Lewis has got to be tighter there.
Juicy, whereabouts are you from? Yeah, I was going to say you got to be really, really south.
Is that around London then, maybe?
No, it's like towards the bottom of the country.
How many miles away is London from Newcastle, actually?
A lot.
Yeah,
A long drive. I've drove that before. It's a long drive.
Maybe 400.
So that's around, what, 500 kilometers?
Sorry, yes. Peter, what question was that, mate? I've had loads of comments come through. Where are I? Is it this one? If Mike Ashley sacks Steve Bruce, what do you think about Neil Lennon being manager? I don't know.
Nope. Got Alan Shearer sent off.
Oh, well, yeah, that was against Leicester, wasn't it?
Many years ago. No, he's never tested himself, Lennon. He prides himself on being like, a great manager. He's only ever done it at Celtic. I remember he went to Bolton when Bolton were struggling in the Championship and was horrendous at them. No, he's not an English Premier League, not an English manager. Like, unless he comes back and does something in the Premier League, there's half time now. Decent first half again. The first half of the first half, we were the better team than the last 20 minutes. Wolves have looked a bit more dangerous. But we're in the game. That's all we can ask.
Definitely. I'm just going to bring Sam in. I'm just going to pop out and grab a drink.
I'm just happy that Almiron, his injury or his knock wasn't that serious in the end. Probably.
Mr. Mulliner.
Hello. I was very disappointed Carl was gone. I was going to suggest some baby names for him, but
no, we can do that before I get a drink. That's fine.
Okay. If it's a boy, Samuel Robson Bryant.
Yeah.
And if it's a girl, Samantha Robson Bryant.
Perfect. Let me get them. Let me take them to the missus for approval.
Good.
Bear with me. I will do.
Do you think of that half, Sam?
First half an hour, very, very good. But, I mean, a proper Newcastle team would be 2-0 up. Willock's got to be burying that chance. Miggy I can kind of forgive because the angle was quite tight, the one that hit the post. Willock's the big one. He should have been absolutely burying that every day of the week.
Good save.
Very good save. Patricio's a very good goalkeeper, but from there, you've got to bury it. We dominated up until it was about 30-odd minutes, wasn't it? But then Miggy went off for some treatment, came back on, and the warning signs have been there from Wolves. Wolves haven't been utilising their width as anywhere near as much as they should have been. I mean, you saw that with the two kind of chances they had. Traore got a ball in the box when he did craft, which has only happened once, which isn't as often as I thought it would do. And then right at the end there, Neto's cross in where a little touch from Clark just took it away from I think it's Jimenez coming in at the back. Not Jimenez. Who's the midfielder? Who's the bloody midfielder who scores from long range?
I'm no good with names, but I do know who you mean.
My head's on its arse. I've completely forgotten. But other than the warning signs have been there, I just hope we don't go flat after 60, 65 minutes again.
Yeah,
like we have been doing. Half times come at a good time.
It's mirroring the last few games. I agree with you. I've just said the same. First half an hour, 25 minutes, I thought we were the better team, and then kind of just lost the momentum. Let Wolves into the game. Traore absolutely seems to be bursting through. Hayden and Clark have made 2 tackles I had to make. Yellow cards. I just think we're missing that bit of creativity again.
Well, not creativity, because I think the creativity has been there. It's the final product, the final touch, the final shot, or the final cross. Lewis has got in some cracking positions with ASM on the left, but the cross hasn't been good enough. Same again with Joelinton. Just no composure with that lad whatsoever. But he's doing okay. I think Shelby's doing quite well considering how naff he's been lately. I think, do you know what, our weakest player of the first half was probably Dubravka. He looks a bit. I
was just going to ask you next. That was going to be my next question. To be fair, so I'll say it's like Dubravka back in the team. Like, has he made a difference?
No, but he hasn't had much to do, has he? Because we've clearly been dominating. But I was calling for Dubravka to start for a while now, but he's just looked a bit maybe rusty, perhaps. But I mean, it's 0-0 at half time, so I'm not going to kick the boot in it. But
I think the point you're probably making, there was a point where he had it at his feet and he tried to play out from the back, completely missed Shelby and went to Wolves. And then there was a point where he caught a cross and he tried to throw it out and he threw it to Joelinton, and it was not really anywhere near Joelinton. So yeah, it's.
But the warning signs have been there. We've got because Wolves have been lethargic and they've not been. It's kind of been mirroring their season really. They're underachieving, underperforming. But I just hope we don't fall flat and Bruce doesn't leave the substitutions too late, which of course he will. But
speaking of subs, who comes off the bench for you changing it?
I mean, you'd bring Gale on because if you need the end product, then you need him to stick to within the confines of the box. You'd probably take him off for Joelinton and keep Miggy out wide.
It's time for Fraser as well.
Fraser possibly, but I think Miggy and ASM have been superb. It's just a shame with bit of shame with ASM that his shots haven't been too great, but I think he's actually working really hard.
I think he's the main threat towards Wolves. I think Wolves look terrified when he's running at them. We're just not doing it.
I highlighted it in the preview last night that Semedo's all right going forward, but defensively he's weak. So that was always going to be an interesting battle. Same as kind of like on the other side, Traore against Kraft. So it's kind of same for both teams. But we've just had so many chances. It's it's kind of nice to see, but it is still frustrating because we're good for a goal or two up, I think.
I've just seen that. Based on the performance of the first half,
What do you reckon will be the score in the end?
It's hard to say, isn't it? Because you'd expect Wolves to come out firing, wouldn't you? And the worry is that we will, like the last few games, go flat after an hour and run out of puff, as in energy, Brandon, not the puff you're used to. After kind of 65 minutes. Can someone explain to me why Adama Traore greases up before a game?
I know exactly why. Boxers do it as well because they can't really grab them.
He's not a boxer. He's a winger.
But and also in American football they do it as well. They grease themselves up so they like cannot get grabbed easily by the hand because it slits up from the defender. So that's why he's probably doing it.
Yeah, but he does know he's not carrying the ball with his hands.
No, but I know, but defenders cannot grab him by his arms or whatever because it will slit up easily.
I mean, his arms are tree trunks, so they're kind of hard to miss.
Well, I think he's been the best. I think he's been their best player the first half.
Yes, he has. He has. Any threats come from him, but they need to use the width. I mean, look, we've all watched all our games this season. The key to beating us is getting down the wings because our wing back situation is what it is, and our midfield is very narrow the way we're set up at the moment. But as it stands, we've done really well, and we're very unlucky not to be in front.
I think it's Sam's hit the nail on the head. I think that this is mirroring for me the Man U game where we did quite well the first half when we were in. Yeah. We came into this at half time more than happy. You know, we were drawing. I've just watched the Willock chance back there. Actually, I didn't really. I praised the keeper, but Sam's right. He should have scored. Should have hit the back of the net there. So we've had the best chance. Really, we've had the two best chances actually because Miggy's hit the post as well. Joelinton's had a shot as well. But it's that 60-minute mark for me, again, as Sam says. I very rarely disagree with Sam. So everyone who's watching,
flattery gets you everywhere.
I disagreed with you the other day, and I'm sure you abused us. But anyway, I'll let that go. But the 60-minute mark for me, is crucial in this game.
Carl's back. Carl, come on in. Let us know what the missus said.
I am taking a break.
We'll just bring Adam out for a second. She said, right, can you hear me? Everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So my girlfriend's name is Charlotte, and we'll call her Charlie for short. So what she said was, just because you've named your child after her doesn't mean that she's going to name her child after you. That's her response.
Well, why? Because I was under the impression fair's fair.
Well, I agree. I'll have to go back with more negotiations.
I'll think of some more. How about Samson? Good strong name.
I like it.
Samson. Middle name, because Robson doesn't really go with Samson. Samson. Suggestions in the comments. I mean, assuming that there's been plenty of baby name suggestions in the comments throughout the first half.
Yeah, a lot of them have come to Shola. Yeah, Shola is the main one.
Samson Shola, Brian.
Yeah.
What about Paula from Paul Gascoigne?
Not bad show. Not bad show.
Possibly.
So, question for you, Sam.
Yes, in answer to your question, James. Yes. Yeah, we've got some things lined up that are pretty unique.
I bet you pair are going to be like, you're going to name it after something from Game of Thrones, like
nothing crazy like that. Nothing crazy like that.
If it's a girl, it's going to be called Etherean or something.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Just names that you don't really hear that much.
I got a name for me.
They're quite old, to be fair. The names that we're thinking of are quite like old names that you don't really hear about anymore.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
If I would have a girl, I would go with Chaya.
With what?
Chaya. It's a Jewish.
Chaya.
That's a Jewish name, actually.
Okay.
I just like the name.
It's an English greeting. Hiya means hello.
Chaya. You cannot say it as an English person, probably. Yeah.
Hiya? Where?
Jesus.
It's not Margaret, Kevin. No, not quite Margaret. Margaret
Thatcher.
Don't talk about Maggie Thatcher in these parts, mate.
So, no.
Agnes Brucina. No, Abraxas. No.
Sam, did it turn you on though when Adama Traore oiled up?
No. I thought, what a twat.
Malachi for a boy. You know what? My missus actually
Mara,
come across
not bad.
Malachi. I don't know where but she did actually suggest
Sounds Jewish as
Malachi.
well.
I don't know.
Sounds Jewish.
I have no idea.
Just I mean, are you going to find out whether it's a boy or a girl? You are?
Yeah, mate. We're booking the private scan for a couple of weeks to get the gender. Yeah.
See, I was always adamant we were going to do that. And then weeks and months of negotiations beset upon us. And I managed to negotiate placing a dartboard in the kitchen should we not find out the gender. And to be honest, absolutely the right call. It's a fantastic. I mean, if you want to find out, fair enough. But I would recommend not finding out just for the crack. But
yeah, I'm not. I'm a bit like you, mate. I'm not fussed. And to be honest, I don't think Charles is either. We're not really that fussed. I think people are just expecting us to find out, if that makes sense. So
yeah, I mean, as long as a baby comes out of there, that's the main thing.
Absolutely.
Carl, can I ask you? Can you go back to that name? They said, I think it was Greg, because I wanted to see the girl name again that he suggested. Amara. Okay, yeah, I like that name actually, Amara. Stick it in
you've got to get your missus up the Damien then.
Up the
Damien Duff.
Probably not this one, mate. Just saying.
Probably not this one.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can't say that live on stream.
I can.
You do know people watch this.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. We're not being on the good foot for like 2 weeks now, so it doesn't look too shiny.
I think this has turned into a very much a conversation for off air.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk about this after then, Brandon.
Okay, anyways.
Calling Megatron the most badass in the universe. If it's the last caller show, will be after. I like it.
Megatron is what I call my remote control.
I was going to say that's what my missus calls something else, and it's not me. So yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Luca.
Okay, Adams sent me a WhatsApp confirm. Right, okay, yes, received. I'm okay, fine. Yeah, okay, yeah. Brandon, I'm hearing you.
What?
I think I don't. Yeah, I mean, move on. Adam will message you as well. But yeah, I mean, during August, aren't you?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
If it goes late, could share my birthday. In which case,
when's your birthday?
4th of September.
Yeah, so 28th is when we're due.
So you've only got like a week to hold it in, cross a leg.
Basically, You know what it's like, Johnny. We talk about everything on here. Everything. Oh dear. 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not good without sleep either.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Which is why I sometimes appear quite moody in videos. Sometimes. Because the chances are, well, put it this way. So I'm going to be. Oh, Ryan Fraser is coming on at half time.
You get banned for things like that, Stephen.
Ryan Fraser is entering the pitch.
Well, that's positive.
Well, not if it's for Miggy.
No, if it's going off for Miggy, yeah, no, of course.
I'm just curious for who's going off. Who's going off?
It's Miggy. Miggy's off. Right, second half has begun. You can bring in Adam, and I will see you. Right, Adam is in charge of making sure, Carl, that you finish the fan reaction show on time tonight.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine.
Because 11:30 we start scoring the players, and me and Johnny are up early tomorrow morning to record a Greenwood Mulliner show.
I promise that will be done. I apologise in advance for maybe being late, but no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Very good. Right, fingers crossed for the second half.
Cool. Speak to you in a bit.
Yeah, we'll just push them tonight, Carl. We'll just say, look, we haven't got long, and let everyone have 5 minutes, and that'll do.
Perfect, mate. That's fine by me.
Because if we get beat, I can't be fucking asked.
No, that's fine. Yes, LD, Miggy is off. Miggy is off, unfortunately.
I think he got a knock from the tackle on Traore.
Thank you, Harrison. Yeah. It's a shame.
It's a shame. It's a shame for Miggy because he's, as Liam Curl tell you, it's not his goal threat. It's more his work rate that we'll miss.
Yeah.
But like Ryan Fraser's been. What the fuck's Brandon drinking?
What is it?
Like
fucking white noise.
Like again, like always. I always.
Were you on Bailey's?
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
What
on stream? I usually. You think I'm looking like a funny now?
I can imagine, right, coming over yours for like a night on the drink. We'd be sat there watching A Star's Born with a glass of Baileys and like toe separators in.
Fair possible. If you don't matter, if you don't mind,
like face masks on it, like face masks on it now.
No, mate, fuck face mask.
I've got a bottle of Baileys, Brandon. I'll have one after this. I'll have one with you.
Okay,
Love it. Oh dear.
I just like the taste. I'm sorry, and it gets you drunk as fuck. Actually.
No, I agree. It's just the other day when you were drinking it out of the bottle, that's what got me. I was just like, howling. You just sat there drinking a bottle of Baileys out of the bottle.
I told
you A Star Was Born was a woman's film, and now I'm telling you Baileys is a fucking woman's drink.
I'll let you off. But I'm proud.
You're a nice lad. I'll let you off.
I'm not ashamed of it. Like I'm man enough to accept my women's sides, you know.
Yeah.
Wolves attacking here. Traore again on Kraft. Gets past him. Traore's causing all sorts of problems. It's shit. Do you know what? If that Traore could shoot, he'd be a better player. He can't shoot. Watch him put one in from 30 yards now.
Adam, do you mind pausing it for like 10 seconds? So we will have the like same sort of reactions at the same time.
Alright. What you want now?
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41.
Tell us when you get to 50. I'll pause it on 50.
All right. Okay. I'll be quiet for a minute. Oh, Hayden got a knock there.
You must be on 50 now.
Oh, I think 50th minute. Sorry, let's try it again.
No,
let's
man, 50th second.
I think 50th minute. No, okay, let's try.
Hell, man.
Let's try 48, 30, yeah?
We are. Jesus Christ, Brandon, you made hard work of that. What you on now?
22, 23, 24, 25, 48, 26.
If I'd missed a goal there, I would have been livid with you because I was 20 seconds behind.
I'm now over 31, 32.
Oh dear.
Right, when you're on 48.50, say go and I'll press play.
Okay.
Not 50 minutes.
Five,
sorry about this, Carl.
3,
No, it's
2,
fine. Everyone in the
1,
chat is
go.
Right.
Everyone in the chat is looking forward to seeing you both doing each other's toenails. Martin's put Brandon is a girl. He's got knee balls.
If you want
Brandon
to check
will
it
be
out,
wearing makeup a dress for the next watch along.
I don't mind admit my women's side, but I'm not going that far, man.
Oh, nearly swallowed my chewing gum, man. Fucking hell.
Jeez.
Oh,
come on, lads. Do you know, I think I'm on this watch along now for the crack. I don't need to watch the football anymore.
No.
But it's crazy though. We're not even down. But is it you being alone all night, Adam?
I've got a free night. The missus is at the mother's. The Ben's staying out. So I've been on FIFA before this. I was on FIFA for the first time in about 6 months with the lads, and then remembered what it was like living by myself.
Living the dream.
You're any good?
It depends if our lass is watching. No, it's not.
No, I mean, I mean, are you any good in FIFA?
All right, class. Oh, ASM shot, corner ball. Come on.
Lascelles gonna bang it in. I feel it.
In the tune, I couldn't tell you, mate. I haven't been up there for a year, probably.
You're talking about, depends where you go, but £4 a pint, 350, £4 a pint. Unless you go to the Irish club, like the Irish club, 280-ish.
Come on, John Joe. Bang it in. Patricia get a hand on it.
We need to get ASM on the ball more.
Go on,
There's ASM now dribbling away. Go on.
Come on, Alan. Good. Come on, Ryan. Yeah? Get it!
Get it!
Go!
Get it!
Yes! Go on! Nice one, mate. I'm so happy you put it on the same time.
I didn't know. Oh, fuck
yeah. I told you Lascelles is going to bang it in. I told you.
Lascelles, the skipper, Jamal Lascelles for a header. Absolutely class. But I think it's Ryan Fraser puts the ball in.
Yeah.
Great work by ASM again. I know the ball doesn't go where he wants, but it goes out wide to Ryan Fraser. Who, what a dreamy little ball that is. Jamal Lascelles header. Fucking get it. What a
But seriously, Ryan Fraser has been doing this already for a few weeks. Like, getting balls into the box. It's much better.
It's a cracking header.
Always when he came in.
Great
goal. Great goal.
Get it. Get it. Come on.
Need chance Rui Patricia could save that. Look at Happy Steve.
I can't wait to get back in the ground because doing this watch long, I can't celebrate. I've celebrated one goal probably all season we've had them. Like I can't celebrate any goals because I'm always behind.
Carl, what minute you on? Because I'll post it.
Honestly, mate, it's fine. That's fine.
I can do the same. I can do the same.
It's fine. Because the comments are pretty up to date, so I'll know anyway.
I just remember the last game we did that. I think we scored and like the comments came up and we knew before we'd even seen.
Yeah, we did, mate. We did. 100%.
But that's what's like Ryan Fraser was terrible when he came on against Man U. And that's what we need there. It's pretty basic stuff, let's be fair, like crossing the ball, but gets it, early cross in, and Lascelles is still up there from the corner. I think, Brandon, did you not say like 30 seconds before that Lascelles from the corner?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'm gonna clip that down. Put it on the socials later.
Smash the like button for big sexy Jamal. Please do that. Yeah, so I'll paint the picture. It'll be me picking up everyone in the members to get to a game. We'll all be pissed. I'll have built up that much tension from not being able to celebrate a goal on here that I'll probably end up naked on the pitch and lose my season ticket after the first game back. That's probably what's going to happen.
You're going to go streaking on the field?
Probably, mate. I can't be held accountable for my actions.
Just if you get arrested, just say that you're me, because I'm not able to attend the games that much. So just my name gets a ban for life.
Lee'll have to cut all ties with me on Newcastle Fans TV because we can't be affiliated with it because we'll never be able to get anyone. Oh dear, travelling. Didn't see the first half. Ben, we've been brilliant first half, mate. We more than good enough for this goal. More than good enough for it. We hit Miggy hit the post. Unfortunately, he's gone off injured. We've had a couple of other good chances as well. Willock's had a good chance. Maxi put one in, but he was offside. Yeah, we're good for it, mate. Good for it.
Yeah, got a free kick in a dangerous position now as well. Shelby to whip it in.
I think they're going to go short again, though.
Fraser to whip it in, actually, I lie. The lads have got their heads together. Looks like they've got some set piece plan.
Let's see. Let's see what they're going to come up with.
West Ham have been very good.
I tell you what, I remember I backed West Ham for relegation. Go on, Shelby.
Not bad, man.
I backed West Ham for relegation after the first game of the season. I thought West Ham were awful because we even beat them. And I tell you what they look like. They look like David Moyes' old Everton team.
Mate, I remember
type
that day, and then Johnny went on before or after one of the fan channels, and they were talking like they were kicking off, talking about like everyone thought they were going to go down, and yeah, like you said, it's just been unreal, absolutely unreal. Craig, you absolute legend.
It's Craig.
Thank you very much. That will go towards some Pampers. Thank you.
Nutter.
But no, in all seriousness, everyone will have to let me know what the cheap brands of nappies are because I'm buying Pampers.
Aldi and Lidl are the better ones, mate.
I'm there.
They're better though, better quality.
Yeah.
We're not going to turn this into like a daddy daycare chat, but they are better quality.
Oh dear. Yeah, Martin, just so you know, mate, I know you mod, and if you do come up when we're doing videos together, because there's going to be loads of kids about, you're probably going to have to run the creche as well, mate, because we're sorting out creche.
Come on,
mate. All of you guys, bring your kids to me.
Yeah,
I will fuck them up.
Whoa!
Not like that. I mean, like they're gonna be drunk, end up drunk, probably your kids. If you leave them with me.
Oh yeah. So if you want to send your child to Brandon Children's Services, then you'll fuck them up and get them drunk.
bring it to Brendan's childcare, or how you say it?
Brandon, stop talking now in case the channel gets fucking raided.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. I
didn't mean it that way though. I mean, whatever. I shut up about it. Probably better.
Come on.
Be interesting. Is it Joelinton still playing out right? Was he?
I think so. Yeah.
He's doing. I don't know if I'm going to say the words, but he's actually doing all right.
Not yet,
like
Neil. 30 minutes ago, you went on about like I cannot understand that people still keep defending Joelinton. You're letting me down.
I think saying he's doing all right. It's not the greatest compliment, but
that's exactly what I said as well. Like people defended Joelinton probably because if he is doing sort of decent, they say already he's playing well because the bar is so low.
To be fair, with a better team, like if I was a Wolves fan, I know the Wolves fan who came in our preview said they'd hump us 3-0. Wolves have been shite, really. The Traore looks a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
we're much the better
as well.
We're much the better team at the minute. So yeah, just come on.
But we were the better team as well against Man United, and we still got beat 3-1.
We wouldn't.
Well, they got a penalty kick though, which they didn't really deserve, in my opinion. But besides that, otherwise it would make it still 2-1.
Brandon Craig said they'll probably be stoned rather than drunk.
No comment.
Yeah, he's still on. He's still on, Kevin. Stavely lost a court case. Yes, she did. She did. It will be in the title. It should be in the title, mate.
I don't. Do you like Heineken actually?
No, I drink out, mate. To be fair.
Is she going to make an appearance on the watch long? No, mate. She might be doing other stuff in the future, but not on the watch long. No, we just got her on as a guest. She's not part of the channel. Yeah, she's a busy girl.
She's been on channels all day. She said, right?
Yeah, she'll be doing stuff for other channels after as well.
Fair play.
There's loads of good like lasses out there at the minute, like on Twitter, YouTube. There's loads of people speaking sense.
Definitely.
Yeah. Other one is who is pretty good as well, I think, and speaks more sense than I do. Actually, it's Holly as well.
Yeah, Holly's good.
Holly's good. Holly knows her stuff.
Yeah, she's young though, but she talks like my age. Well, I probably talk like a 16-year-old, but you know.
How old are you?
27. I turned 21 in March. 28. So I'm suspecting some. ASM is down as well. Willock is down.
You young
Jesus.
Willock's down. ASM's down. falling apart.
Yeah.
If ASM's injured here, I'll be livid. If ASM's out for another 6 weeks,
we're fucked.
This is a big result though. If we come away with this with a win,
yeah, massive. ASM
seems like
ASM looks bad here though. Again,
yeah.
This is what I said. Like I've said this in a couple of shows. ASM needs to start showing us he's consistent and he's fit, and he never seems to do it. He's always got this niggling. Like hopefully he comes back on here, but he's always got this niggling little injury that's, what's he played now, 6 or 7 in a row, and then he's out again for probably the same amount of games.
Yeah,
it looks like he's going to have to come off.
No, he's not getting up anymore, and I think it's better to take him off though before you make it even worse.
Yeah, I think Connor Cody is playing, mate. I think he started.
Yeah, he is.
He started
next together with Size and then Dunker.
And Dunker.
If he's in your fantasy football, he's not going to. You'll only get a point at the minute.
Well, he cannot play anymore, man. Anyway.
That's his groin. That it looks like he's done his groin there.
Yeah.
He's the last player we need to be missing for this run of games, like especially this 4 run of games where we've got teams we can beat. We need him in the team. Like he's knackered,
sure.
Absolutely knackered.
I think this is the same injury he picked up a few weeks ago, right? Or last time he got injured.
Groin now. He's done his groin in.
But that was his last time he got injured. It was his groin as well, I think, right?
I mean, I still think he can do better, but to have that option of him on the pitch it's a massive. Like we've got West Brom next week. He should be telling West Brom a new one, and now he's probably going to be missing. Well, we don't know what it is yet, like, but
Jeff Hendrick getting ready. Carroll.
He's one of those players for me at the moment, Tony. Like Adam said, with consistency. I'm not saying that he's not worth any price tag because he is, but I wouldn't want to sell him, so I couldn't put a price tag on him. Really.
Well, if he's that injured that much, though, Carl, wouldn't you like to sell him instead and have like someone?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You got to make that decision 100%. But like, how much he'd be worth to us, I don't know.
Go on, Shelby.
How much
great by John Joe Shelby. Absolutely class.
I think it will rise to like over 20.
No, but how much we bought him for?
I think it was like 17.5, and it rises to just over 20. I think something like that.
With bonuses and shit.
Yeah.
Jacob Murphy coming on for him. I tell you what, I criticised him in the pre-show there. The work rate there by John Joe Shelby was excellent. He absolutely grafted his arse off to get back and make a tackle. It's a Wolves corner, but he did graft like.
But it's crazy though to say. Like I thought it quite interesting what John Joe was saying in his interview. He said, like, literally, I work my ass off, and if you don't work your ass off for this manager, you're out of the team. You're not starting. So is that maybe a clue that why Steve Bruce is circulating his squad so much, because he just wants players to put in a graph? Even though I don't know, but again, like Jojo don't look to seem to run that much, but maybe we're wrong. Like it's interesting that maybe that's like a reason why Steve Bruce changes it.
He didn't help himself with the interview because he spoke shit. Let's be honest. Like he was very complimentary about the club, the fans, which is brilliant. Oh, these are in here. Wolves are in. Oh, that's shite. They've wasted it. But he's not going to come out and criticise Steve Bruce, which is fair enough. But don't lie to us. Don't lie to us saying Steve Bruce has every player running when we've watched them all season. They don't. He didn't help himself with that, in my opinion. But because there's that much negativity about Steve Bruce, it's always focuses on negatives. Like he did say a lot of complimentary stuff about us as fans and about the club. So, I
thought it was just an interesting comment. I thought it was an interesting comment because that would sort of justify why Steve Bruce is rotating so much. But then in the end, it doesn't really make sense that he plays Shelby all the time, while he's not always putting in the hard graft.
But
a lot of
me and Lee spoke about before. Who, if you drop Shelby, which I understand, it's a valid argument. Who do you play?
Yeah, I said it actually yesterday. I said it yesterday as well on John Sinclair's his channel. Who else we got? Anderson, Mary. That's it. Sean, I wouldn't play anymore. For now.
If if Steve Bruce dropped Shelby and put the Longstaffs in, he'd get slagged off. If he put Hendricks in, he'd get slagged off. There's no one
I'm
else.
not sure about Matty though. I'm not sure if he would be slagged off if he puts in Matty.
Matty's shite. He's not good enough.
I give him way more credit than Sean though.
But if Matty Longstaff had took that shot against Man U and he put it at the top of the Gallagher, what's he done? He's not good enough. He's too lightweight. He needs to get out and loan the Championship. Simple as. I'm not saying he's not a great player. You know, there's maybe someone in there, but he shouldn't be starting for Newcastle United. No chance.
What do you think about that? Can Anderson maybe replace Shelby? Do you think?
Anderson's. I've not seen enough of him. He's great under 23 player, but I've not seen enough of him in the first team.
But that's the problem as well. With like I said it actually yesterday at John. Like it is crazy that like the club they have like some sort of a rule for buying players that they shouldn't be over a certain age, right? But again, then you would expect like we give loads of chances for our youth academy, right? Like Elliot Ferguson, Armstrong, Tony.
We got players forward here. Fraser's in. Oh
no.
What's he stopped that for?
I don't know. But what I'm trying to say, like we have some sort of age limit for players buying, but we don't give our youngings a good go. We don't give them a fair chance. If you look to the likes of Armstrong and Tony.
No, I mean I wouldn't.
I don't see it working.
I've spoken about this with Carl in the past. Adam Armstrong and Ivan Toney were given the wrong loan moves when they were at us. Because when you loan players out and they don't look like they're doing anything at clubs, you sell them, and that's what we got wrong with them. There's Kraft down injured now. Fucking hell, falling apart. Wolves player down injured as well.
João Moutinho's down.
Yeah, Moutinho's calf's gone.
He's out.
His calf's absolutely popped.
Yeah, he's out.
Tony, in answer to your question, I'm happy that we paid that money for him, definitely. But in answer to your previous question, is he injury prone? Yes, I think you could say that he's a bit injury prone at the moment. But he's definitely worth the money that we paid for him. I think he brings a massive difference to the team. Who do you like watching apart from Newcastle? If it's going to be a foreign team, I quite like watching Barca for me, mate. I love Messi, so yeah, I don't really watch many other teams, to be honest. I used to be a big fan of AC Milan back in the day. That's not when you beat them. It was before that, when I was younger, by the way. So it wasn't a dig. What was you saying, Brandon?
If I'm in the Czech Republic and I have the possibility to go to some games, I always go to Báňa Ostrava. So Sam Robertson, who commented earlier on about Slavia Prague, he probably knows this club, and he knows how much the fans are there. Like they have the best fans in the Czech Republic, actually.
Yeah.
They're mad.
Sporting Lisbon, I used to watch them a little bit. Was lucky enough to go and see them play against Benfica. That was good. Craig, Dortmund, yeah, they're always bringing some young talent through.
Cole, have you ever watched, and Adam as well, have you ever watched AZ Alkmaar play, or not at all? You don't know anything about this club?
I know who they are, but I've never really watched them that much, mate. No.
Right.
No,
we played them for the Europa League.
Yeah.
We got kicked out by AZ. Shot the Arvelat and everything.
Is Matt Ritchie coming on?
Martin scored as well against AZ Alkmaar. I like, what's his first name? Abu Fahmy Martins.
Yeah.
Difficult name for me, like Abu Fahmy.
Wolverhampton.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Anthony, that was it. That's when I used to follow Milan in the 90s and early 2000s.
Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, exactly that. It was my dad just bought me a shirt and I loved it, and then from then just started watching them.
I love Martin.
Probably ever to play football.
Say that again, mate.
Probably one of the best centre halves to ever play football.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I started my first interaction with Newcastle was actually when they played AZ Alkmaar.
What?
And when I saw Martins play, because I went to the game, I like Martins a lot. He was a great striker for us.
Sam's asked, who do you support in the Czech League, Brandon?
Baník Ostrava. Baník Picho. GKS. He knows what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Hooligani.
Johan is a good boy's name, I agree.
Tell you what, we've been sold at the back tonight so far.
Hmm.
Well, there was a ball came in there.
Good job.
A ball came in there. Hopefully in Kerr's watching because Jamal Lewis. I thought he was in there.
Oh yeah,
Jamal Lewis got his head too. That was absolute like game winner, really. Like, absolute great header to get.
He kick. Was strong from Murphy actually.
I will get Matt Ritchie on.
Yeah.
Matt Ritchie for Kraft.
Yeah.
I think Kraft picked up a knock as well.
Do you know what it is? In December, like on the 1st of January, we had 3 fullbacks, 3 right backs, Mankillo, Kraft and Yedlin. If Kraft's injured, now we've got none. It's typical.
Yeah.
There's so many other players
today.
to get off the books as well. That was a frustrating thing. And it was just typical that, like you say, what we do. Then we end up getting injuries as well.
I would have just let Yedlin would have. So I can't get my words out. I would have just fucking hell, let Yedlin go at the end of the season rather than getting rid of him now.
You see that absolute worldy assist that he played as well. That ball that he played for Galatasaray the other week.
I haven't actually.
No,
was it good?
I haven't seen much.
I don't know where he pulled it from.
Do you know what
he
it is?
He was on massive wages as well. So I'm in that way, I'm kind of glad that we got rid of him. But being us,
fucking hell, Shelby. Joelinton's had 2 shots on target, lads. 2 shots. He's actually hit that quite well, just straight at the keeper.
Couldn't much do much more from there.
Come on, Howard. 20 fucking minutes. Come on, lads. What a win this will be, mind.
Dejan played for a Czech team in the 70th. Right? Which team? Dejan? Maybe I know them. And whereabouts, or from which city they were in the Czech Republic? Hello.
Oh, free header! It's in. It's in.
Oh no, 1-1.
And do you know, Carl? What did I say earlier? If Dubravka made a mistake, could he do better here, mine?
Beto. Fuck me.
Tell you what, mind. If I watch this back, I think Dubravka can do better. That's just my opinion. I'll see it back here. It's a cross comes in. It's poor by Lewis. Doesn't stop the cross header.
Yeah.
Dubravka should do better. The keeper should do better.
You should have saved it.
I'm sorry. This is what I mean. Keepers make mistakes, right? Carl Darlow's out the team because that's poor. It's shocking. It's poor by Dubravka for me. Fuck off. It's poor.
It comes down to what I said. I do think Darlow's a better shot stopper. And what I was going to say earlier, it was a bit of a piss take. It was about Dubravka having chocolate wrists.
Oh.
I don't think he's got, but he's got to be doing better with that. He has got to be doing better with
terrible. And I'm sorry. And this, Carl, I said to you at the start, didn't I? I said, what happens if Dubravka makes a mistake today? Because he is a goalkeeper. You wrist your hands. You should be saving that easily.
Yeah.
For me,
not a bullet header or anything like that.
It's not yet. It's a good header. It's not a bullet, as you say. It's not a Alan Shearer bullet header where you put like a Lascelles one. The keeper couldn't do nothing about their goal. And this is what I mean. Like everyone's slating Carl Darlow.
He's jumping back there as well, so he's not even getting that much on it. You know. It's
a goalkeeper mistake, and it's typical Newcastle United. All the fucking press is about the new keeper, and then he makes a mistake anyway. It's so frustrating. And this is what annoys me. Carl Darlow got a lot. I said in the pre-show with Lee, got a lot of unfair criticism. And now Dubravka's come in, made a mistake. What of all the fans going to jump on Dubravka now? And then who goes in goal? And it could, for me, and I agree with you, Carl. Dubravka's a better goalkeeper. But for consistency, Carl Darlow's been in since the start of the season. Just let him see the season out. I've said this before. I'm not just saying it now because Dubravka's made a mistake. I'm not. Like it's so frustrating.
I think we got the answer.
Hey?
We still have Mark Gillespie.
No, I mean, I just I thought dropping Darlow was a bit harsh. I said it before. I just so frustrating. I could see it coming. I could fucking see a goalkeeper mistake coming.
But seriously, I feel fucking embarrassed because I've been pushing Dubravka all the time. But now,
it's not. Brandon, it's not about that. Goalkeepers make mistakes. If you're a centre forward and you make a mistake, no one cares because you can go and make a goal.
Yeah,
it's under the spotlight. My issue is the manager's made a decision. If Dubravka was his number one, he should have put him back in 7 weeks ago when he was fit. He's waited for Carl Darlow to lose his form, and so Carl Darlow's head will be up his arse now. And now Dubravka's made it like, well, some fans might not think it's a mistake. In my opinion, it is. But now he's got a decision where both goalkeepers' confidence is shot the fuck. It comes back down to man management.
Like I'm gonna say on record now, like I'm a big Martin Dubravka fan. He's one of my favorite players to play for Newcastle, but he looked a little bit shaky there. He could have been doing more there. He could at least push it out to the side.
Like, please, like, I'll let Carl get on the comments. Like, I'd love to see what people in the comments think. Like, like, get your comments in. Like, I'll let Carl speak about it because I just ranting a bit now.
No, everyone's the same. Dubravka should have had it. Dubravka should have saved it. Kirsty's bulldog bite from Senchi, which is exactly that. Darlow would have saved it. Definitely should have done better.
You never know. It's a question unanswered. But
Dubravka can do very, very better. We all know that.
It's not about whether Darlow would have saved it or not.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
It's about the position both keepers are now in. Because Carl Darlow got dropped because he made a mistake. He did. He made a mistake against Man U, so he got dropped. And now Dubravka's made a mistake. Honestly, fuck me. I'm just sick of this manager. Can you even blame the manager? I don't know. No, I just think it's poor man management. Me dropping Darlow.
Yeah, do you think? Yeah. How else should he have to bring it up?
People might think I'm just saying it because Dubravka's made a mistake. I'm not. I said this in the show before. I think it's very harsh on Darlow because he's made a couple of mistakes. He has, but goalkeepers do. And now ours is just like the new one. Like we still got 13 minutes to pull this back. So.
Ben says totally agree on the man management point. Martin says Darlow's done good, should not have been swapped.
That's also so weird, because
Shelby
said in his interview that Steve Bruce is the greatest man manager he ever worked for.
I agree with. I missed that comment, Carl. Someone just put it on before. I did miss it, but I agree with it. It wasn't an easy save, but it should have been saved.
Yeah. Dion as well said he's just come back in. Can't expect him to be completely up to scratch first game back. No, I appreciate that, but at the end of the day, he's a professional goalkeeper, mate. He is a professional goalkeeper.
If he's not up to scratch, don't play him, and that's up the manager.
Well, that's seriously as well.
And to be fair, sorry, Brandon, because I'm going on rant mode.
Yeah, no. Go on. Go
on. Sam came on at half time and highlighted Dubravka for a couple of first half hesitations.
Oh.
As in passing to their players, as in I just don't want this to turn into a let's blame Dubravka thing, because that's not what I want to do. My point is, I thought it was very harsh Carl Darlow being dropped, who's match fit, who's up to speed with the season, who's our player of the season. I think Steve Bruce is thinking, I'll show I'm doing something here. For me, Dubravka shouldn't have been. I don't know. Fan reaction's going to be fun now.
Oh no!
I think. Shit, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I got it. Like I'm a massive fan of Martin Dubravka, and I'm a little bit biased as well. But like I also would admit if he made a mistake, and he definitely made a mistake here. Like if someone doesn't play well, I'll say it. I'll say how I think they play, and I wouldn't defend Dubravka here. Like, he should have done much better.
What? Sorry, Carl. Go on. I'll let you get through the comments and that.
No, it's fine, mate. Just well, someone informed me about. Yeah, mate, we've played well. And I think we would all probably agree.
Hey, we can still get a win, guys. Seriously, come on.
And to be fair, look, if we'd have all asked if we were could take a point before the game, we'd have took it. But we've been on top, and we wanted to get away with a win. Dubravka's been weak for the equalising goal, to be fair. A lot more could have been done before it got to that point, but he should have saved it.
Yeah.
So it's 1-1 at the moment. But like
everyone
said, good 10.5 minutes left.
Go on, Murphy. Shoot!
Oh my God!
Oh, it's off the line! Oh,
fuck yeah,
Joelinton. What? Jacob Murphy does fantastic. Jacob Murphy pretty much nearly wins us the game.
Great.
He pulls it back to Joelinton. And Joelinton strikes it, and it comes off the back of a Wolves player on the line. To be fair, Joelinton can't do it.
It's nice.
Joelinton can't do any more. Murphy can't do any more. That's just unlucky. Oh,
Size really saved it. Rupert Tisha was gone.
How the fuck has he kept that out? Fuck off. I agree with this, 100%. I do agree with that.
Come on, Ryan. Oh, Matty.
100%.
Oh, fuck, it should have been 2-1, really.
You're right. I mean, the defence could have done more stuff there.
It's a great save from Size, really. He did, like, Joelinton didn't do anything wrong. You're right, Adam.
No,
it's just
Joelinton's fault.
Fuck, you know.
Does that not come off his hand, though?
I think
his arms are down by his side. Why has he got fucking gloves on? I agree with that comment and all. Like, these defensive issues, we could pick up one. But
great defensive work, really. Also, I'm just going to the toilet real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Mute at this time.
I do Brit.
Oh, God, I thought we'd won it there. I thought Joelinton had won it.
I can't believe he's got to that, to be fair.
See, the cameras are like now panning on Dubravka, and so they know, like everyone knows what the debate's going to be again.
Yeah.
But how can Steve Bruce now? Let's say we go to West Brom next week. How can he now then put Caldallo back in? He's going to make himself look absolutely clueless.
Oh, mate.
If you actually watch it back in slow motion, it's undefendable. He needs to save that. And Steve Bruce knows he's going to get criticised for it. He does. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, Chris Massey. It's like I said, I'm not going to be. I'll be disappointed with the draw because the way we played very well. And I think we deserve a win. And if we can get that, mate, like you say, it's massive, absolutely massive.
Do you not think it's typical Newcastle though? Like everything's about the goalkeeper. All eyes are on the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And then he makes a mistake. You're like, it's like a fairy tale.
It's like you said, we've had it season after season. There's always something. But even the Yedlin situation, like people wanted him to go. I personally didn't want him to go. I thought there was other people we could get rid of, but we get rid of him. Then we get an injury to Manquillo. And like you said, if anything happens to Kraft, we've got no fullbacks. And it was just fucking typical. And then this happens. Like, it's ridiculous.
So just a situation for you guys, though. I just thought about it in the toilet real quick. Like, because like Adam was saying, I could still hear you. Like he cannot bring Caldallo back in now because he looked like a clown. So if the next game for the Wolves West Brom game, Dubravka plays, he plays well, and we still manage to win from here, is it all forgiven? And then still Dubravka is number one.
Look, me and me mates, like, not you lot. I've got other friends apart from you lot, believe it or not.
Really?
In a WhatsApp group, like we were speaking about, like they put like the Times article about Dubravka coming in, and I've got a mate called Craig Phipsy, if he's watching. He said, and he'll have screenshotted it, as I know he would have, because I said, change is needed in number one, and he said his words were Dubravka's prone to a fucking error mind, and again he is, and it's what he's done. And as we say, he can't then go and drop Dubravka for West Brom because that's the last thing we need. It's just mad. It's just typical. It stinks of the McLaren year. It stinks of it. Everything goes wrong.
Good job, Joe.
You know, come on, Will.
Great. Come on, Jamal.
I'm not that negative about the performance. I'm actually quite pleased with how we played.
Absolutely.
It's so frustrating. It's a shitty little goal like that.
Peter, exactly that, mate. It is torture. It's just torture.
But you know, the problem is like we played well versus Man U as well, but we don't pick up points well. I hope we pick up a point now, but good ball. Get it in, Mari. Get it in. Nobody there. Come on, Ryan. Junjo. Shoot.
Near the left.
Corner kick.
Shelby's now.
Corner kick. Let's hope Jamal ourselves can bang in another one.
Yeah, it's like Adam said. You can't drop Dubravka now. You've got to keep him in anyway.
Well, I said like we do the socials on the channel. So what we put on, we read through the comments. So if we put something on about Carl Darlow last week, and everyone wanted them dropped. Everyone's like, Dubravka come back in, Dubravka come back in. So now he's made a mistake. What's everyone's attitude going to be towards that?
Yeah.
We are a great fan base with some of the best fans as well, but we're an odd fan base as well because we can't get on every player's back every time they make. For me, I've said it. Carl Darlow shouldn't have been dropped. There was a bit of a change needed in a way, but Darlow's been our player of the year. If Dubravka's not happy sitting on the bench, fucking tough tits.
Yeah. At this stage, I'll take a terrible performance for 4 more wins. Love you too, Nick. Would you guys take Gerrard in a heartbeat, mate? In an absolute heartbeat. Absolute heartbeat.
You'll be saying that for a long time, actually. Yeah, Carl.
Yeah, me and Abden both have, mate. He's the one, definitely. Do you think Bruce will go for it and lump Caroline or settle for a draw? I think he'll probably settle for a draw, mate.
Yeah, there's 3 minutes left. Drop ball. Andy Carroll coming on. It's a bit pointless now, but
but he never really gives Carroll a chance as well. Like 4 or 5 minutes. What you gonna do in 4 or 5 minutes? Like Lee was saying, actually, like he said,
yeah, big.
Why don't you bring in Andy Carroll for like 30 minutes so he can actually do something? 5 minutes. What you gonna do in 5 minutes? I play football. Before you know it, 5 minutes is over. So
really
quickly.
Really clever play by John Joe Shelby there, because we had a drop ball that Wolves weren't happy about. So he just turned his back, went down for the foul. We need to try and make things like this count, because that was really clever play.
Spot on, that is, by the way, Chinese Geordie. Spot on. Exactly what Adam said. It's spot on. It's the same with like Perez. Jose Perez got it as well. He got it. He got it in the net.
I can't read it. Sorry, I'm
it's like back then with Scott Parker, our captain, was a beast in midfield, but one mistake, he got slated and then he left. We've had it with a lot of players. We can be guilty of that as fans.
As you said, Perez got hounded every fucking game, no matter what. There's been loads down the years, and I don't know why it just keeps happening. Like tonight, I'm not. If I'm on, I'm not going to slag Joelinton off tonight because I don't think he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I think the attitude from everyone's been there's Jacob Murphy with a free kick that doesn't beat the wall. It's like that cunt off later for that.
Traore going forward.
At
least about 6 men back.
Paul, if there was any chance of that happening, mate, we'd take it in a heartbeat. Absolute heartbeat.
Traore's just ran half the pitch with the ball. As I said,
he fucked up the
that's
ball.
exactly what it is about Traore. He's great running. He can't pass and he can't shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't already, lads, smash the like button as well. Appreciate it.
I think it'd be hard.
Adam, what you're saying?
I think it'd be hard to criticise any Newcastle player. I really do.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
it's typical Newcastle, because the goal we've conceded is just a shit goal. It's not a bit brilliant. It's our mistake. It's a goalkeeper mistake. It's so frustrating.
Well, the cross that came in was good for Neves.
Fucking hell.
The cross was good, but
if we're going to start praising Wolves' crosses, fuck me.
Well,
that Traore is dangerous. Ball's in there again. They've got space. It's wide.
It comes out wide. Looks like a corner though.
That Traore is an absolute handful.
He's a little bit the same as our second game of the season, like the Lamptey from Brighton. He was tearing us apart as well. You guys remember?
Yeah. But we've got 5 minutes added on, so 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Come on, power! Get this fucking winner.
Get it over the line.
We do.
We do. I agree with Thomas. I think we've been the better team at most of the game. So frustrating. It's typical Newcastle. This is what I mean about the McLaren year. Now guns our way. Even when we're playing well, we drop points and we shouldn't. That's when you know your luck's against you. There's Traore again, not down.
Also, lads, we're not far off 25,000 subscribers as well. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're here weekly, by all means, please subscribe. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see as well, because I know we've got a lot of Liverpool fans in here, also subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And like I said, we've got a few big things coming when we hit 25k subs. And Lee's been working on some massive things that are up and coming as well, which I know the members know a little bit more about.
Header by Kieran Clark.
No, it's Goalkeeper.
Kieran Clark, absolutely class.
Yeah. I think he's heading it into the other to the Wolves player. Or wait.
Corner ball, but
hopefully,
great by
Chris.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Appreciate that as well, mate. Thank you. But yeah, really do hope we can nick this, mate. Because we deserve it. It's not often I say that we deserve to win a game.
Oh, we did it versus Man United as well.
Yeah.
But then again, if you deserve to win a game and you're playing the better football and you don't win, that's going to cost you. Oh no!
Oh, he's in! Oh! Well,
we're lucky there.
We've been. I tell you what. It's typical Newcastle. We've been slagging Brafter off. He's just saved us the game.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
He's just saved us the game. His rating's gone from a 2 to a 5. What a save!
That's a good save.
It's probably the Jekyll and Hyde thing of being a goalkeeper. Unfortunately.
Go on, Joelinton. Fuck off.
Oh, tell you what, Brandon, your words there. Go on, Joelinton. Fuck off. Is what sums his Newcastle career up.
Oh dear, 175 likes. Thank you. If we can push that to 200 on the home stretch, that'll be fucking brilliant.
Me and Carl's back. We're scoring the players soon.
Definitely.
You'll see now. You're playing for a draw. We're just keeping the ball forward. You're just kicking the ball forward. We're just playing now for a draw. I think. Yeah, we're not trying anymore. I think.
Paul, appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's a great comment, actually, Paul. Thank you.
Come on, it's unfortunately it's Wolves pressing for the last in stoppage time. Where the ones who were Traore again. He's in. Final balls missing them.
Good save by Lascelles.
Traore's had a good game, but his final ball's pretty piss poor.
Like you said, he cannot shoot, he cannot pass, man. Imagine if he could shoot.
Stupid foul. Jacob Murphy giving a daft foul the way there. They're showing this thing. It's a Wolves header.
That's a good save, man.
Save by the man. Well, it is. Am I being harsh? But it's straight at him.
Well,
and he still makes a bit of a hash.
He has to put his hands up, you know.
He still makes a bit of a hash of it. To be fair, he's quite lucky it comes off the bar, because if that had gone in under the bar, he would have been getting hounded again. Because he's fortunate.
Adam, a save is a save. Leave it, please.
Leave you Dutchies alone.
Cheers.
Here's Wolves again. Traore getting on the ball. Come on, minute left of injury time. We'll have to take the draw now, lads, because Wolves are pretty. Oh, I thought he was going to fucking hit the target there.
No, good clearance. Okay, good. Now go forward. There you go. Go on, Jojo. Joelinton, Murphy. Get some people in. Shall we? Penalty? He's just nothing, man.
No chance.
Oh, good try.
No chance you're getting that.
If I would be playing on the field, I would definitely shout for that.
Nah, you can never get that.
Appreciate that.
There's not enough players in the box.
My mate Chris Peacock, thank you very much. Shout out.
At least we have position now. And it's 10 seconds left. Maybe we can push something out. Fucking hell, man. What's that like?
Yeah, 100% Craig. It's just
I agree with
on there.
I agree with Craig. I took a draw. It's just frustrating how their goal went in.
In the end, it's maybe the draw that it's maybe the point that we just needed to stay up. So
it's not a defeat. We played well. Played well.
Next
1-1.
Next week is a must win. If we don't win next week, it's done.
No, it's a draw. A draw's a draw. It's better than losing. It's better than I thought we've been in the performances. So we'll go on to the shows and discuss what's happening.
Martin's not happy though.
Paul Hobday, Villa fan, but I love you, Geordies. Good luck, Newcastle. You have great fans. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a couple of games' time, I believe it is. How long's Grealish out for? He's out for a while, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I think they still did well to get a result today.
Since when?
Leeds.
When is he out?
I think he was the last game.
Right.
Point is better than nothing. Absolutely, mate. We'll take it 100%. It's just frustrating because, as Adam and the rest of you said, I think we deserved a win today after that performance. Thank you very much, Jay. Enjoyed doing it as always. You all help the stream massively and make it a lot more enjoyable for us, of course.
Can I go quickly to Jay?
Yeah.
Jay, I saw your message on Discord. Thank you for coming back to me. I'll write to you soon after the stream ends. That's it. No,
that's fine. Thanks for streaming, lads. Matt, appreciate that, mate. Absolutely sick. What a huge opportunity. Wolves were shocking. Yeah, I thought we did really well. We definitely deserved the win. It is really frustrating. They really were there for the taking. Going for a couple of great stream, lads. Like and subscribe. Appreciate that, Kevin. We've got the quick thoughts. Who's doing quick thoughts? Is it Sam? Johnny. Johnny's doing quick thoughts. Then you got me and Adam doing the fan reaction. Then who's doing scoring the players?
Get ready, lads.
Me, Sam, and Johnny.
Okay. And then Lee doing the last word. Are you doing a clip for Lee, Brandon?
I think it's Johnny who do a clip for
the last word.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it might be Sam as well. I'm not sure.
All the best to Newcastle for the season. Never want to see you relegated again. Classy and passionate fans up the two. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for dropping by. Really do appreciate it.
I just want to say, I think this is 1 point out of the 6 that we need to stay up. Like we need. I think from the next few games, if we manage to get 7 points, we should be fine. Especially if we look at the pictures of the other teams.
The important thing is looking at the league table. If Fulham got tomorrow?
Leicester, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I can't think off the top of my head.
If Fulham lose tomorrow, we've got a little 4-point gap, which I say a little. It's them points mean that like that's the big thing, and that we should have won tonight, which we're going to talk about in the reaction shows. But if Fulham lose tomorrow, then that's the thing. We're still looking over our shoulder. But if Fulham lose tomorrow, we've got that little buffer of a game, and West Brom next week, as Brandon said before, it's massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen enough tonight. If we play like that every week, we should be fine.
I agree. I agree. Thank you, everyone, for all the positive comments in the chat. We really appreciate it. I'm a Man City fan, but I think Newcastle are going through reminds me of the City of old. I hope you guys stay up. Appreciate that, mate. You all make the watch along much more enjoyable. Much more enjoyable.
We wouldn't do it if it was for all of you. So
definitely,
thank you.
If you haven't already, smash that like button. I think we're on about 187 or something like that. Get us to 200. If you haven't subscribed, by all means subscribe. Click your notifications so you pop up when all the videos drop. Instant reaction coming up with Johnny literally in a minute's time. We'll see you on the rest of the video shortly. Take it easy. Bye bye.
Cheers, everyone.